Yes. Welcome each and everyone. So as usual, normally up on the level, they up on the eye, just I go on with the foot until that time. Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 See, I've been through it all, yeah. 7 time rise, them say. But tell them, say, yeah, twice that my fault, yeah. Yeah, me get up on my brush off same way. Me never lay down and ball, no. Because me know me have to make it out. After all. Alright. I said I've been through the struggle, make it out on the double. Still trying my best, yet to stay out of trouble. Some make a burn Babylon, I'm a them uncomfortable, yeah. Because a boy like me so unconquerable. Me say them done hell bound, yeah, them checks say I have enough of them get 7, but them swear say 11. Call me name or make a high. Me never have no choice but to, cause they don't know the half of my story, no. I said they want to see my glory, whoa. Go and go tell them, say you're not a Morgan, grow me so. Simple means that you can't overthrow me now. Well, I've been through the roughest days of my life, been used and abused and victimized. Me do security work for the most of my life. At minimum wage, never have no choice. Save 300 G's. For this career of mine, below one job pretty me cost me 35. Plus another 10 to mix it down fine. Price a big bad tune, it a one no fuck I. Play and ready for a couple of times, then come a long time friend of mine. Same of links with radio station. Him no one afraid, oh man. Yes. Yes. Alright. So them don't know the half of my story, no. No. Alright, the feedback is coming, definitely coming from your device or your background.
So you're still hearing it?
Alright, I'm not hearing it now.
Okay.
Yes. Let's see who is here. Yes, so people, welcome. As well as the topic tonight. What is your take on corporal punishment? And do you think the government have the right to tell you cannot slap your child or your children while the state basically have a legal right to execute them? So that's the topic. Until that time when the people them reaching out the thing here, just go out with the vibes. When me say, and them not know the half of my story, no. Them only see my glory. Go and go tell them say you're not it. Grow me so. Simple means say you can't overthrow me, no. Well, I've been through the roughest days of my life, been used and abused and victimized. Me do security work for the most of my life.
You can give me a minute? Alright, first and foremost, before you say anything else, all I have to say is make sure you say to all who watching, Please subscribe, like, and comment down below.
Start up, up. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Say them no know they have for my story, no. I say them wanna see the glory. One go tell them say I'm not the mark and grow me so. Simple means say you can't overthrow me, no. Well, I've been through the roughest days of my life, yes. Been used and abused and victimized. Me do security work for the most of my life. At minimum wage, never have no choice. Save 300 G's for this career of mine. Below one job really me cause me 35. Plus another 10 to mix it down fine. Why's a big bad tune, it's a one of a kind. Play and ready for a couple of times. Then come a long-term friend of mine. Say him have links with radio station. Him no enough radio woman and enough radio man. Enough song him produce a reach number one. Include Vibes Cartel and Butcher Bantam. And the reading me drop a big bad song, so me never hesitate to max me how much me have. But I'm a bang book my charge the last 60 grand. Plus another 10 from my saving pot. Before me give it to him no call me no more. You see when me call him ignore. La 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 la. Let them not know the half of my story, no. Them want to see the glory. Ganga tell them say nothing I can grow me so. Simple me say you can't overthrow me, no. Well, I've been through the roughest days of my life. Been used and abused and victimized. Eh, la 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 la. Ah, 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 ah. Eh, ah, 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 ah. Ah, da, 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 da. Alright. So you've been through it all. 7 time rise them say. Congo tell them say you twice time my fall. Let me get up on my brush off same way. Me never lay down and ball. Come on, know me have to make it out. After all. I said I've been through the struggle, make it out on the double. Still trying my best yet to stay out of trouble. So I burn Babylon, I made a man comfortable because a boy like me so unconquerable. Well, them done elbow me, them check say if enough of them get 7 and talk about 11. Call me name and make a hell. Me never have no choice but to pull them up. God, they don't know the half of my story, no. I said they wanna see my glory, oh. I'm gonna tell them, say I'm not a man, and grow me so. Da 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 da. I said I've been through it all, yeah. 7 time rise them, say. Go and tell them, say it was my fault. Yeah, me get up on my brush off. Me never lay down and ball. Because me know me I forget. Uh-huh. After all, hey, hey. I said I've been through the roughest. Simple mean I am one of the toughest. Yet still badness me never profess. No, ho, 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 ho. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. But I am action, I never drama still. Me never sell my friend for a dollar bill. Say action, I never drama, no. Open your ears and listen to the saga, whoa. Yet still, so them no know they have from my story, no. No, I said them want to see the glory. One God tell them say you're not a wagon girl, me so. Simple means so you can't overthrow me, no. I said I've been through the roughest. Make it out simple mean I am one of the toughest. No, no, no. Alright. They don't know they have for my story. I said them want to see my glory. One God tell them say you're not a man and grow me so. Oh. Simple means say you can't overthrow me, no. I said I've been through it all. Alright, yeah, me listen up. The other day some youth come check me. Them say them have something to tell me. Them say they already know the streets everywhere. Man, it was long time. I told me I sing come on song. After me, no happy story. Now it seems like a lie. Them want me tell. Them want me talk about to my soul. Me son go hell. After my witness, my friend them. Be nothing at all. Oh, you a send man go link man. I know I give them the right number, dog. And when them find out them in the wrong yard. That tell me this. Oh, me, I got tell them mother. You can't even call them sister supreme. Me know she a go put all of the blame for me. She a go say, future, you bring them come here. Huh? You tell them no, I go sing and make money. You never tell them about no cemetery. You say the whole of no create enough history. No history. This could never be our history. This is more like a mystery. So mystery certainly bring us misery. The other day some youth come check me, yeah. Them say them have something to tell me, sir. You already know the streets, and for why me was long time I through me I sing too much song. But after me no happy story. Now it seems like a lie them want me tell, yeah. Them want me talk about my soul. Oh my soul, my son gone. After my witness, my friend get a caught for nothing at all. Oh you a send man go link my hand. I no give them the right number, dog. The other day some you come check me. They say them have something to tell me. They say the word in all the streets of a woman was long time I true me I sing too much song. After me no happy story. The other day some youth come check me, yeah. And say them have something for tell me. Say, they ready on the street. One me boss long time. I chew me a sing too much sad song. Step but after me no another story. Seems like a lie the moment time. The moment about to my soul, me send God. After me witness my friend, ain't nothing at all. Oh, you a send man, I not give them the right number, dog. And when them find out them in the wrong yard, alright, la 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 la, this is the alright. So make me talk to all who I hear this. Me don't want you feel like me racist. But of the way how me see it, me I state it. The world know Jamaica's a tax place where the native can't get a tax break. So the Chinese I enjoy tax grace. Oh, you have a Chinese heart with a black face. The system set away right now. A lot of ghetto youth a go astray right now. The step of them out and road now play. Them say, them not see no other way. But it seems like the government a think class. So me now walk again with me index. Me know tourism is of interest. But as the industry me invest in. Get most of my work on the weekends. I guess the lockdown me no fi eat then. Hey, yeah. System set away right now. A lot of ghetto youth a go astray right now. The step of them out and road now play. Hear them say, them not see no other way. But it seems like the government a think glass. Some man a mark again with me index. When no tourism is of interest. But as the industry me invest. Yeah. But most of my work on the weekends. I guess the lockdown me no feed them. Every Jamaican for one them woman so you talk big. So tell me how me can pay my mortgage. The system said away. Hey, me know you are the head for government badness. And the opposition supporting your slackness. You can't stop me from talk, just watch this. A full time you preach what you practice. Be careful where you lean for the weak fence. It will pop down and knock out your teeth. System set away. A lot of ghetto youth a go astray. They step on them out and road no play. So them say, them not see no other way. Oh, I see why it system set away right now. A lot of ghetto youth a go astray right now. They step on them out and road no play. Them say, them not see no other way. Hey. But it seems like the government are thinkless. Mm. So me now walk again with me index. Me know tourism is of interest. But that's the industry me invest in. Get most of my work on the weekends. I guess the lockdown me no feed done. Every Jamaican phone them mama say you top it. So tell me how me can pay my mortgage. The system set away right now. A lot of ghetto youth a go astray right now.
Uncle
It's up on
Shay.
them on the road now play. Them say,
Inside.
them just see no other way. Yes, killer.
Hi, Sheldon.
Hola.
Sheldon, good night.
Yes. Good
Good
night.
night, sir. You know who you're talking to? Eh?
You're one.
Are you hearing?
Uncle.
Nothing from you.
Say hi.
Nah, yeah. You're not hearing. Good night.
Turn on the light.
Sheldon,
Yes. What's poppin'?
you never hear Miss Eileen telling you good night.
I was saying I, but bang bang.
You good?
Come on, all gone.
You about
Hello.
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 What the hell is happening? Hey, but my thing working, my thing is flowing, so I don't know. Gish.
You yeah. You
Good.
hearing me now?
Can you hear me now?
That me a tell you a while ago, but it is what it is.
Uncle Shay.
System set away. A lot of get you that go
Shay.
astray.
Uncle
Step of them
Sheldon.
out the road, no play. Cause them not see no other way. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. The system set away right now. A lot of get you to go astray right now. You step of them out the road, no
Can you hear
play.
me?
So them not tell you to take off your. That's okay. System set away. A lot of get you to go astray. You step of them out the road, no play. Cause them not see no other way. What it seems like the government are think class. Some men are mark again women that. Men know tourism is of interest. But that's the industry may invest in. And most of my work on the weekend. I guess the lockdown made me not feed that. Every Jamaican feel when them home, so you talk back. So tell me how I can pay my mortgage. Watching my talk to all who are hear this. Me don't want you feel like me racist. What are the way you me see it, me a state it. There are no Jamaica's a tax place where the native can get a tax break. So the Chinese enjoy tax grace. Oh, you have a Chinese heart with a black face. Hey, the system set away right now. A lot of get a youth a go astray right now. The step of them out the road now play. Them say, them not see no other way. The system set away right now. A lot of get a youth a go astray right now. The step of them out the road now play. Them say, them not see no other way. Hey, hey. So watch it, make me talk to all who are hear this. I don't want you feel like me racist. But all the way you me see it, me a state it. There were no Jamaica's a tax place where the native can get a tax break. So the Chinese I enjoy tax grace. Oh, you have a Chinese heart with a black face. The system set away right now. A lot of get a you that go astray right now. They step of them out the road now play. Them say, them not see no other way. You have skill like we if you survive get the street, yeah. You have a bad like we, yeah, when you facing defeat, me say. You have skill like we if you make some real get a stride. Cause anyhow you don't just not gonna survive. Alright. You have skill like we if you survive get a street, yeah. You have a bad like we, yeah, when you facing defeat. Skill like we if you make some real get a stride. Cause anyhow you don't, you're not gonna survive. Police say ya, citizens them say ya. Where them get that thing then where them plan one day. Hear them say a 10 light is a fake account for. Do something now, no make them take it no further. You know my prime, yeah. Cause I'm a youngster. Make a one, not yet me. And to make kids, but want to be a. Want to live till my great and my great grand. You have skill like we if you survive, get the streets, yeah. But like we are when you face and the fates, yeah. You have skill like we if you make some real get us stride. Cause anyhow you don't you just not gonna survive. Me say me tired of the sickness, me will want the cure. Night upon night they come take off the door. So them want the things them what we have they a store. The boy them put my face right down on the floor. Say me home all a word, me skull them a go. Come me look like when you trade them a look for sure. Who get 10 years and only serve 4. Because a crooked liar get him up on parole. I say you have skill like we to survive get the streets, yeah. But like we and when you facing defeat. Skill like we if you make some real get a stride. Cause anyhow you don't, you're not gonna survive. Me say me tired of this, but what do I do?
Shut up.
Night after night, pick up the door. They say them want the things them we have their store. The boy them put me face right down on the floor. Said my home all a word, me call them a go. Come look like when you try them a look puffy. Who get 10 years and only serve. Cause crooked liar get him a pamper. Skill like we if you survive get the streets. You have bad like we I went shot today. Skill like we if you make some real get a stride. Cause anyhow you don't, you're not gonna survive. Alright. Cause I'm want to live till I'm great like my great grandfather. Them a boast how them fat but me glad some maga. Open your ears and listen to the saga. Alright. Me say a sexy girl and me go log on for her, yeah. She never did that take no talk, so me take time touch her, yeah. Get a one touch and me go stay along with her. From them the time till now, me and her. My girl, me no shaper, no we are no. When me beg you some nobody tell me about. No me a no cheat if you want me whip. I guarantee you not gonna hear it back. Hey. Born in a Jamaica, early in it. That simple man no want me agenda. Hear me a beg for that me we vex for. Cancel me show with Everton blender fi come link you. So something off a run for. See a sexy girl I make a lagan for now. She never did that take no talk, so me take time to her. Yeah. Get a one touch and me go stay long with her. And them the time till now me a nah. Say my girl me no sheepa, no me a no. When me beg you some nobody tell me about later. No me a no cheater, you want me we pay for I guarantee you not gonna hear it back later. No me no mix up, no me a no blender. Me a judge a sender, the girls them defender. No girl me borrow still me nah be no lender. No boy no fi mix up my girl like a blender. Huh. Alright. Da 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 da. Me see a sexy girl and make a log on for night. She never did a take no talk, so me take time to her. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ah, 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 ah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Rihanna game. Hello, Rihanna, the game of girl. How are you doing? How are you? I'm here holding down the fort. You're having a vibes, holding the vibes, you know. Yeah, 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 yeah. Welcome to the live. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. So them no know they are from my story, no. I said them only see my glory. One go tell them say you're not a man can grow me so. Simple means that you can't overthrow me, no. Rihanna, the game of girl, I will visit you shortly. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Miss I me see a sexy girl and make a log on pon her. Yeah. She never did that take no talk, so me take time touch her. Get a one touch and me go stay long with her, yeah. And them the time till now me a know. My girl me no shaper, no me a know. When me beg you some nobody tell me about later. No me a no cheater. If you want me we pay for high guarantee. I go hear it back later. I'm born in a November, ruling a December. That simple mean woman top me agenda. You see how me a beg for. Me we vex for. Cancel me show with Everton blender fi come link you. Girl something off for run for. See a sexy girl and me go log on for no. She never did a take no talk, so me take time to her. Get a one touch and me go stay long with her. And them the time till no one me a know her. My girl me no shaper, no me a know. When me beg you some nobody tell me about later. No me a no cheater, if you want me we pay for. I guarantee you not gonna hear it back later. I'm born in a November, I'm ruling a December. That simple me no want top me agenda. See how me a beg for that me we vex for. Cancel me show. We never done playing nothing come link you. I'm the one for. Nothing gonna run for that. Say my name is gonna. La 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 la. Well, I'm not ready for this too. La 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 la. All right. Him say I'm wrong when I'm so right. Look how me humble me do pipe. Proud to be black on me do pipe. Alright. Right now let me talk to all who I hear this. Me don't want the word feel like me racist. But the way how me see, the way me have to state it. There were no Jamaica as a tax place where the native can get a tax break. There were no Jamaica as a tax place where the native can get a tax break. La 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 la. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright. Right now, Mama talk to all who I hear this. Don't want the world to feel like me racist. But I the way how me see it, that's when me have to state it. There were no Jamaica as a tax place where the native can get a tax break. So the Chinese are die tax grace. Oh, me see it clear. You have a Chinese heart with a black face. The system said away. Julian, welcome and good night. Good night. How are you doing? The system said away. A lot of get to you to go astray. They step on them out the road, no play. Them say, them no see no other way. Hey. Me know you are the head, the government badness. And the opposition supporting your slackness. You can't stop more from talk, just watch this. A full time you pray, try to practice. La 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 la. Oh yeah. La 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 la. Alright. Me say me coulda bust it if me want, coulda chuck it if me want, coulda clutch it if me want. And you see your girl coulda touch her if me want. So me humble and me calm. How the elements say you know like how me have fun. Bet you woulda love it every day. Me turn it on. This every day me dey get up and I bust it on a boy like chuck it on a boy or clutch it on a boy. I bet you woulda flex up your face when you see man a pass. Cause you know say any day no ho. Me coulda alright. Listen me now make your bird down me shop no more. You are the one grand goods and one for bells you got. Wow. Me now make you steer down me store my yacht. Cause anytime I trust you, me don't see you back. Now make your bird down me shop no more. You are the one grand goods and pin up bells you got. Wow. Now make you tear down me store. Cause anytime I trust you, I don't see you. Alright. So every day you come back, peace and grabber. My you don't bother make me have to tell your mother. They say you're not by the grace, cause the tie them no big. But when you want just you come beat down the grill. Julian saying them good and you, yeah man, me good, my day I just go on a little vibes and I go on a little live, as they would say. Yeah man, give thanks and praise unto the most high. Yeah, what is your take? What is your take? Oh, we have a topic here and I become there I go on myself some. But we do have a topic which is what is your take on corporal punishment in your home? And also, do you think the government have a right to tell you can slap your child or your kid while the security forces basically have the legal right to execute them? Yeah. So that's the topic for tonight. Da-da-da-da-da. All right. Them don't know the half of my story. Me see it clear. So them wanna see my glory. One go tell them say you're not in my can grow me. Simple means say you can't overthrow me. The other day some youth come check me. Them say them have something to tell me, sir. You already know the streets of a while, me the boss long time, much you me a sing too much sad song. But after me no know no happy story. Now it seems like a lie them want me tell. Yeah, them want me talk about too much soul, me send go ahead. After me witness me friend them, nothing at all. Whoa, ho, ho. Oh, you a send man go, and you give them the right number, dog. And when them find out them in the wrong yard. So tell me now, oh me I go tell them mother. I can't even call them sister so free. I know she a go put a lot of blame on me. She said, future, you bring them come here, huh? You tell them no I go sing and make money. You never tell them about no cemetery. You said the trio no create enough history. No history. This could never be our history. This is more like a mystery. Well, mystery certainly bring us misery. Ha! The other day some youth come check me. Yeah. Them say them have something for tell me. Say, you already know the street. Why me the boss long time I chew me a sing too much sad song. But after me no know no happy story. Now it seems like online them want me tell. Yeah, them want me talk about too much soul me send go ahead. After my witness my friend them. For nothing at all. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, you a send man go link man. I no give them the right number. Wow, wow. And when them find out them in the wrong yard. Someone want know, oh me I go tell them mother. I can't even call them sister so free. You know she a go put all of the blame for me. She said, future, you bring them come here. Huh? Tell them no I go sing and make money. You never tell them about no cemetery. So the true no create enough history. No history. This just could never be our history. This is more like a mystery. But mystery is certainly bring us misery. Oh, la 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 la. Ah. My God, so me no afraid of screw face, me not it like my shoes lace. The face on the blues face, certain things a boy I just not test. My God, so everything I gyrate, no me on a pirate, me song I mash up my space, no me no your space, grand villa to my place, avoid in a ball. Me say them want to add me to them crime rate. Why them no want mama get her skyscrape? Say no boy can't this me and stand up out of my gate. Alright. Me go some me no afraid of screw face. Me not it like me shoes. This a face and no blues face. Certain things a boy a not is. Everything a gyrate. No me a no pirate. Me song a mash up my space. No me know your West base. Grand me lot of my place. Avoid in a police chase. Them want fi add me to them crime rate. Why? Them no want mama get her skyscraper. Still no boy can this me and stand up out of my gate. Na 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 na. Alright, several now me corner live next door to action and no job and we rise it. But it like flames don't go and go wax. Let me make it sing just like a Natlin Cole yard no have no friends go and go wax. Dog don't have no friends go and go wax. La 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 la. Alright. Alrighty then, alrighty then, alrighty then. None of them can frighten me, but me see clear, say me frighten them. And if a boy violate, man, I go strike to the end. Till every girl down jump when me right me 10. Alright, I go so alright. Them say I'm wrong when I'm so right. They call me humble, me don't lie. Proud to be black, call me down. Alrighty then, alrighty then, alrighty then. Me still love this song when name every girl a feel me, yeah. So from I reach up the road, yo, every girl see me. Me say, I show my respect, Jolly man, me never touch me. So don't feel no way if your girlfriend I give it well. Alrighty then, alrighty then, alrighty then. None of them can frighten me, but me see clear, say me frightened them. And if a boy violate, man, I go strike to the head. Still every girl charge up when me write me 10. Alrighty then. Alright. Them say I'm wrong when I'm so right. Look how me humble, me don't wipe. Proud to be black, me don't. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Me say me still love this long when him every girl love me, yeah. So from me reach up the road, dog, every girl see me, me say. I show me respect, Jolly man, me never touch gimme. So don't feel no way if your girlfriend I give it away. Alrighty then, alrighty then, alrighty then. Alright. A pretty girl, I know this, me a this, yo. Tell you the truth, I kiss me one kiss, yo. Yes, and me look on your sweet cherry lips. So you with me, I say me saw the future forgets yo. A pretty girl, I know this man, I this, yo. Tell you the truth, I kiss me one kiss, yo. That's right, me cherry lips. So you with me, I say me saw the danger of it. Girl, you shoulda know, so you set me one set, yo. Yes, when me do, you know me not left, yo. Give me your number, me ma call and text, yo. All of my friends, them a say them want flex, yo. Even if you suck, girl, you know I'm a white tight, yo. And if you flop, me say the DJ go hype, you. Not tell you if you wrong, but me we right, yo. Man, a bad man, yet still me not fight, yo. And pretty girl, I know this, man, a this, yo. Tell you the truth, I kiss me one kiss you. Yes, when me look for your sweet cherry lips, so you with me, yes, I saw the future of it. A pretty girl, I know this, me, a this. Tell you the truth, I kiss me one. And time I look for your sweet cherry lips, so you will be a shelby of it. Alright, yes, pretty girl, you keep on your neck. Tell me when you want, one for your breast, oh. You sick, and no more we fix you. You want no food, so me not. Give me slow wine, girl make me mix you. And fast wine, come over. All of my family are telling me them like you. No, none of them nothing about for fight you. Da la 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 la. Because of a Granville where the rude boys live, each and every day another you get. When future danger sit down and read him, hear them I say they never know what's on me. La 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 la. Oh, da, 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 da. Ooh, 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 ooh. Me still I say yeah, me still I say yeah. Them still not go be, so them still not go bo. Oh, I'm still a try to teach you them things so them for know. Jaja see and ja know. Jaja see and ja know. Should I know say man a soldier, man a pro. Oh, oh, alright. I got so old, it's not the way I plan it, no. It is like a race now. Tell me who is gonna win it. And then I go so whole in the way I dreaming, no. Getting it right. What's up, family? What's up? How is it going? Na, na, na. And then I go so whole it's not the way I plan it, no. It is like a race now. Tell me who is gonna win it. and then I go so high. Not the way you're dreaming, oh. It is like a puzzle. Just come on and me solve it. And then me say I'm no little ball, mama ball. Long corner, easy na the middle of the night. Wake me when me asleep. She says, son, me know you hungry. Me know say you grieve. But picking up that thing, then I go solving it. She says, so now you make it to the top. Yeah. Just take your brothers and sisters along, because you is the one we all depend on. Giving us such responsibilities makes me feel bad, but life, la, la, la. Getting the right, never know you could have sing. My G, yeah man, it's like we are the jack of all trades, you know. um, Music was my first dream, yeah, my first goal. I actually released four songs, I think, or it could be five. Yeah, I released four songs out there. Yeah, it was a struggle based on the fact that I was doing everything myself. And you know, the music thing in Jamaica is at that one type of way, it's not easy. But from time to time, I still do all the vibes. I'm not doing music anymore. Even though I got a rhythm the other day, I'm trying to see if I can find a song for it though. But yeah, I just do music now for really pass the time. When I'm at work more time, just go and do my thing, and then yeah, the time will run off in no time. I just do all the vibes, yeah. Yeah man, so you don't know the levels me there. Although me there go on vibes, I do have a topic, which was what do you think about or what is your take on corporal punishment at home? Regarding say you and your kids are not just you, but whosoever should be living with their children. What do you think about corporal punishment? Also, do you think the government have the right to tell you you cannot slap your child while the security forces are, you would say, have the legal right to actually terminate you, if I should put it that way, based on what we see going on nowadays. So, if you cannot slap your child, then they should not have the right to take those actions against a human either. That is my take on the thing. What is your take? La 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 la. The system set away. A lot of get a youth a go astray. Watch it, me talk to all who I hear this. Me don't want you feel like me racist. But at the way you me see it, me a state it. The world know Jamaica's a tax place where the native can get a tax break. So the Chinese I enjoy tax grace. Oh, you have a Chinese heart with a black face. The system set away right now. A lot of get a youth a go astray right now. The step of them out a road now play. Them say, them not see no other way. Hey, la 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 la. All right. I know little ball, mama ball, long pon her knees in the middle of the night. Wake me when me asleep. She says, son, me know you're hungry, me know say you're great. But picking up that thing there now, go solving it. She says, son, I want you make it to the top. Yeah, take your brothers and sisters along, because you is the one we all depend on. Giving us such responsibilities makes me feel bad, but life is not the way you plan it, no. It is like a race now. Tell me who is gonna win it. And then I guess a whole life is not the way you dream it, no. Getting it right based on the rights of a child that governs us, we are not supposed to, but it takes a lot out of us not to practice it. Okay, are you saying basically it's on the rights of a child we're not supposed to? All right, I understand what you're saying and I do respect your views. My take is that I think, all right, number one, every child is not the same. Every child don't adapt the same way. So I think there are different methods of disciplining a child. What would work for me may not work for you. So I do understand that, and I do understand when person choose to go by corporal punishment. But when person take this thing to a level where you're hurting the children or abusing them, or basically when it reach to abuse state, I think there is definitely something wrong with that person or with that situation there. But I also looking on it from a different angle, where if by fact you're not supposed to eat your child, then when a child go out of the way and end up on the wrong side of the law, the security forces by no means should execute a person then, because the rights of everyone. I don't know if I'm making sense to you, but I know where I'm getting with it. Because all right, number one, I know a lot of children are maybe they are not children anymore, but when we were growing up, there are some person that talk doesn't work alongside, no work with. So parents at the time have to take other action. And a lot of them turn out to be very successful in life and respectable persons. Now, what I'm saying, I see a lot of person who parents never slap them or never discipline them to a certain extent. Most of those person never make it out because the route they were going down, they continue on that path until the day they went to the other side of the world or the other side of life. Put it that way. True, no child is the same. And that's a fact. So may I say still, what is your all right? Do you think the government then, or if the government say ban corporal punishment, do you think they know of the right or the system of the right when a child go out of the way and become now a adolescent or a young adult, and most of the time you hear that they end up in some type of thing around yesterday with the police and they didn't make it. So what I'm saying, if you can go to jail to slap your child, what would give the authority the right to execute that same child when that child grow up into adolescent and start to go above the law? Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah, the youths me sorry for who claim say them a warrior better than got on DJ. The youths me sorry for who claim say them a warrior, tell them that's not the way. The youths me sorry for who claim say them a warrior better than got on DJ. The youths me sorry for they have no right to take a life. That's a fact. That's a fact. But we all know that they are illegal executioners. So within within their circle, they have all the rights. They don't have the right in the book of life, but they do have the right in the system. So yeah. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Say yeah, the youth me sorry for her. Who claim say them a warrior. It better them got on DJ. The youth me sorry for her. Who feel say them a warrior. Please tell them that is not the way. Tell them, Jah my father, me I wanna judge a son, should just see the whole of them. Get up and start run, me no walk with none of the wise spirit nor no God. Care for the blind, say the cripple and the dumb. Listen to the lyrics of me now from my tongue. They know who don't know, say you just send me come. Don't rape no more canal abuse for done. A thought of fire for you leave it in me button. The youth say me sorry for who claim say them a warrior better than got on DJ. The youth say me sorry for who claim say them a warrior. Tell them that's not the way. The youth say me sorry for who claim say them a warrior better than got on DJ. No think that you are going with a full time, you stop it. You no put no in a your blasted pocket, you put down the also the matic, you when you see the look how you nobody touch it long time, me I want you. But you did dash on it, you see the thing look how you take no pretty. And certain type of leave it, me sure it no make it. Or the youth say, me sorry for her. Who claim say them a warrior. It better than got on DJ. Say yeah, the youth say me sorry for, me really, really sorry for. Tell them that is not the way. Say me no like what's a going in a jail. Each and every day another youth get slay. So me go down on my knees and start to pray. Thank Father God for make me see another day. Give me help, give me strength, and make me sing on DJ. Hear them attack, how much them are the best. Them should look at you, them always things like them, they may judge or get vexed. Still all the youths, me sorry for who claim say them a warrior. They better than got on DJ. They better than got on DJ. When my summer day upon the hideout, on my 450 bike me ride out. No boy can't don't in my mouth, squeeze this sweet time I got. Alright, follow the sequence. The boy can't violate no corner when me frequent. What them did they when man not a kid cross street friends. I from them bonds till them girlfriend I beat them. To not them come. Yeah, me and what they feed them. When you said the youth in the street no L3. Them mommy send them there. If you go on one peace. And so if I board this, them all them be. Over my summer day upon the hideout. On my 450 bike me ride out. No boy can't put in my mouth. Squeeze the street and my guy slide out. Follow the sequence. No boy can't violate. Alright. Make us up. Antoinette, Jackie, Suzette, Gwen Stefani. Ring up my phone and tell me how them want me. Nadine, Colleen, Suzette, and all Brenda. That's why me say me all the girls them defender. Just send me come so all the girls them me send for. Enough girl me borrow still me nah be no lender. No boy enough and make some my girl like a blender. Guess what? They up on the hideout. On my 450 bike me ride out. No boy can't in my mouth. Squeeze this sweet time I got slide out. Alright, up on the hideout, from my foot. Alright, then see there. They up on the hideout. On my 450 bike me ride out. No boy can put them tongue in my mouth. Squeeze this sweet time I got slide out. Follow the sequence. No boy can't violate no corner when me frequent. What them did they when man not a kid cross three friends. But from them bar, still them girlfriend a beat them. To know them come. And me alone they feed them. When you say the youth in the street no ill. See there? Ah, la 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 la. Alright. Me say the cash part paper, you know them toast like from a day. Me a buy me can win the car. Hey, cash part and lotto against me, them have a plot. Them start it, I know them want me to stop. Me have $20 I'm a war in a pot. Some want a pound of flour and a pound of chicken bar. But everybody know 20 can buy that. So I go down a shop, go buy the cash part. Me buy 32, one or 33 job. Kiss me neck back, Lord God, what a pop. White squall lick from toe to head top. When me hear the job on my face, me go drop. The cash part people, you know them toes like from a day. Me a buy me can win the car. Cash what a lot of guys, me them have a plot. Them start it, I know them want me. Alright. Dream me a drink rum with a pass of man son. Say me have $1,000, me go put it on rum. But kiss me neck back pass so the man bring come. By 30 or 29 the man play. By all gallis and the man go play. By Jacqueline and the man go play fee. By all the gun the man play the tree. So the cash pot stay. So the cash pot people you know them to slack. For me the me a buy me can win the cash what all a talk against me, them have a plot. Them start it, I know they want me fit. Alright. But say I coulda boss it if I want, choke it if I want, touch it if me. And you say your girl me coulda touch her if me. You show me humble and my calm. How the hell you mean say you know like a man a go on? I bet you woulda love me if every day me turn it on. If every day me they get up and a boss it on a like choke it on a or a clutch it on a. I bet you woulda vex up your face when you see man up. Alright. It goes like this now. It goes like this. As a man that them come deny. The court find me innocent, them say I still lie. Come tell me why Babylon a try lie. Me no give them no get them a be lie. Me go so as a man come deny. The court find me innocent, them say I still lie. As a man that them come deny. The court find me innocent, them say I still lie. Why Babylon a try lie? Me no give them no get them a be lie. Well, everything bad way happen, them cause I. All when, all when me there about them say I must I. Think I know more want about them who do both I. La 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 la. Oh, 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 oh. Well, everything bad way them cause I. When me there about them say I must I. You think I know more want about them who do both I. Yo, me no chose Babylon and them no chose I. Hey, me rather do some boy that make him do I. You don't know me if Bob for side. And if you do him confess and say Yamusa, you see, I bet Babylon not try. Hey, as a man they them come ding yeah. See as a man come ding They court for me, no send them say you still Don't tell me why Babylon a try lie. Me no give them nor get them a be like ah oh 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 eh oh 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 oh. I said I've been to it all. Seven time rise, seven time fall. I've been to it all. Alrighty, 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 there. I said I've been through the roughest days of my life. Been used and abused and victimized. Me do security work for the most of my life. At minimum wage, never have no choice. Save 300 G's for this career of mine. Build a one job ready me cost me 35. Plus another 10 to mix it down fine. Buys a big bad tune, it a one of a kind. So we play on the radio for a couple of time, then come a long time for enough mine. Same of links with the radio station, him know enough radio woman and enough radio man. Enough song him produce, so read number one include la 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 la. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Alright. So them no know the half of my story. All them see a glory. Me still a try make them know. I'm not a Morgan gold. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So where they did them balling, but see no massa. Them still no know me never yet. Me I tell them say I judge over the years. Them can't touch me base, now me travel yet. Me still a burn Babylon, I made them uncomfortable, yes. Them still no know me never yet. Tell them say I judge over the years. Them can't touch me base, now me travel yet. Me still a burn Babylon, I made them uncomfortable, yes. Me say them still no know me never yet. Tell them say I judge over the years. Them can't touch me base, now me travel yet. Still a burn Babylon. You can't touch me base, now me travel yet. Still a burn Babylon. You can't touch me. You said them still don't know my level yet. I Miss Brown, what's poppin', what's poppin'? You said them still don't know my level yet. Me, I tell them, say, I judge over devil, yes. You can't touch me base, now me travel yet. Me still a burn Babylon, I made them uncomfortable, yes. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright. Cause them not know the half of me been through. And if you been through half of what me been through, more have to know if you swim through. It's just like a ocean me swim through. More have to know if you swim through. It's just like a ocean me swim through. Them still don't know my level yet. But tell them say I judge over devil, yes. Them can't touch my base nor much ever now. Burn Babylon, I made them uncomfortable. You say them still don't know my level yet. Go and tell them say I judge over devil, yes. Joel in the kitchen, welcome. You say them still don't know my level yet. But still I tell them say I judge over devil, yes. You can't touch my base, now me travel no. Me a burn Babylon, I made them uncomfortable. Them still don't know my level yet. You tell them say I judge over devil, yes. You say them still don't know my level yet. No, 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 no. Yeah, man, what's poppin', what's poppin'? I'm here, you know. You're holding a lot of vibes like it goes. Basically, we do have a topic that we say, what is your take on corporal punishment at home? Yeah, 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 yeah. You said I'm still a normal level, but tell them say I judge you over the way. La 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 la. Yeah, yeah. Them still don't know the level. Go and go tell them say I judge you over the way. Can't touch me this now, much ever know. No, 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 no. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Mm-hmm. I'm still a normal level. La, la, da, da, da. Eh, eh. She said I'm still a normal level. Tell them say I judge over there. La, 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 la. La, la, la. Say if you've been through for what I've been through, just like a ocean me swim through, like a reggae dance song me go sing through. Say them sing on all my level, yeah. But tell them say I judge over there. Burn Babylon, I made them uncomfortable. Oh, 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 oh. Them still on all my level, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Them still on all the level, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. It is there. Me drop it again. Check. Me just said us something. Check that there. Da 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 da. All right. Me say them still no normal level, yeah. Go and go tell them say I judge over devil, yes. Can't touch me face now, me ever no, no. This on the level, whoa, 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 whoa. Me say them still no normal level, yeah. I tell them say I judge over devil, yeah. Na 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 na. Send another level, yeah. I'm gonna tell them say I judge over devil, yeah. I say them sing another level. Oh, say if you've been through half of what I've been through, could you still be around? Could you sing through? Just like a ocean we swim through. Just like a ocean we swim through. whatever, yes. You said I'm still on normal level. La 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 la. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Some still there upon a level upon a eye. Tell you know the truth, no, I will never lie. What if I white drive? Go fly. Lord, this time. You said I'm still on normal level, yeah. One got tell them say I judge over devil. Them still don't know the level, yeah. 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 Alright. Them say I'm wrong when I'm so right. Look how me humble me don't hide. Road over block on me don't. Still don't know the level, yeah. Intro. Ah, la 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 la. You said I still don't know the level. I'm going to let say I judge over whatever, yes. So then the bench off, I want my bench off. Like a ocean, it take a swim through. So I still don't know the level. But tell them say I judge over devil. He said I'm still don't know the level, yeah. I'm going to tell them say I judge over devil, yes. So if you should pinch off, I want my pinch off. I don't know where we are. I don't know the level, yeah. He said I still don't know my level. Miss Brown, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? I don't know if you're hearing me, but I'm not hearing you. Oh, I think I went on down. All right,
Yeah,
what's
man, I'm
popping?
hearing you. I'm hearing you, O'Neil. Just give me, I'm coming
Oh,
here. Yeah.
okay, okay. I said I'm still on normal level. No, no. I tell them say I judge over there, yeah. I said I still don't know, they still don't know me, still don't know me. Well, them don't know me level, know me other. Action and never drama. Open your ears and listen to the saga. La 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 la. La la. Me say them sing a normal level. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
O'Neil, let up, Miss Joe.
Oh yeah. Okay, okay. Welcome, Miss Joel. Joel in the kitchen. What's you cooking? Rice and chicken.
Hey, what's a going?
Yes, what's popping? What's popping? I'm here. I know. I will talk to her. How you Miss Bernardo?
Dwowie.
Yeah. Just there. I'm a fine little time. I say me come. Well, look at thing here, but I don't plan on going on too late either. Oh, that thing to go.
Mm.
Yeah, but the topic is basically what is your take? And wait him again. corporal punishment in the home. What is your take on it?
Yeah,
Are you
man.
for it? Are you against it? Are you in between?
Why? Like me always say to myself, you know, say, am I happy with them? Why? Am I happy with them, you know? So, I don't know where to go. Push come to shove. And me decide, say, me have to start out somebody, you know, and somebody I get started out and that's it.
Mhm. Yeah, personally, I
But I'm
think.
happy. I'm happy I don't have to be living that way. But me personally feel say when children would have slap them, honestly.
Okay. All right. When
Yeah.
we have a big problem, it's a major problem I have. A lot of time you hear about incident involving the security forces and some young men.
Mm.
Some of
Yeah.
them are still in their teens. Some of them just out of the teens, and some of them even still under that 16 age. And you hear it end up fatal for them. And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, you know. I know some of them are deadly. But what may I say? If you can lock up a parent because that person choose to discipline their children by a means of corporal punishment, the way how they seem it. Because then kind of make it sound away with the name when they give to corporal punishment. Anyway, if
Oh, you're
I
talking
can
with
be
the
arrested,
force.
eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if I can
yeah.
be arrested for that, then by no ways nor mean should the security force have the right to take out those same children who, because they were not curved from an earlier age, end up on the other
That's
side of the
right.
law,
That is
isn't it?
true.
So that way may have a big problem. And may I say,
Yeah, me have,
I don't want
me have
nobody
a big
feel,
problem with that too.
yeah, I don't want nobody get me wrong. I feel like say, may I take up for
No, but
nobody
the
because I'm
truth
not
is the
taking up for
truth.
anyone,
The truth
you
is
know.
the truth.
I'm just saying that each parent should have the right to choose a method to curb their children. When I say
Of course.
a man to abuse them, you know, because when you beat a child and it reach to a stage where the child is hospitalized or end up dead, there's a serious problem there. Something went wrong. So that is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about where you're legitimately disciplining the child. So I know personally say every child is not the same, and what work for my child may not work for yours. I may
Exactly.
look at my daughter and roll over the eyes and she know what me mean. While
Right.
someone else is not that lucky. And even though she understand me, sometimes she have to get a little slap too. You
Right.
understand? To bring her
Of
back in
course.
line. You
Of
understand?
course.
So with that being said, I would like to get the view of Joel in the kitchen, or she's still in the kitchen. And
Yeah,
you
man.
can also elaborate that the security forces part of the
Oh, dear,
secret statement.
me never really pay attention to it still, but the fact that it told the whole thing what the prime minister say or whoever said. But I believe that some children really need to get some slap. But
Mhm.
the thing is, how can I don't understand. How can they how can they put say okay, this is what it should be and this is what it shouldn't be? Are
Mhm.
they gonna go straight down the straight across the board and say no beating for your child?
But basically, that's what they're saying.
Well, me sorry, if I live in Jamaica and had children and they probably would have to go to jail because then go and get some slap.
Mhm.
And that me say
Because
long time.
yeah, because some children you can imagine some children how they going to behave now if they know they can't get any beating.
You understand?
Some people overdo it because they abuse kids. I don't believe that you should abuse the kids them. But there's some children need a little drawing because when we are grow up, our parents have to slap us too. And
Of
they never
course.
abuse us. It make us better kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know kids where them not listen to no else more than two slap.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yep.
But you know, say a lot of person who are making decision are not fit to make decision for or to make decision to put in law. And this has nothing to do with the Prime Minister. So I don't want nobody come look for me. but what I'm saying,
Listen, yesterday on somebody channel, like Unstoppable, there was this guy, Triple something another, that is a musician guy, Triple something, Triple X.
mhm,
He wasn't talking about this though. He was talking about the lockdown, and it was very serious, talking a serious conversation that
mhm,
the prime minister have some people where them say they what you call it, the advisors.
yeah,
It needs to change them because they're for them way of thinking are so traditional, not new. They need some new scientific knowledge and new people with new brain to deal with it. Because these people, when they said, and he was saying that, like, okay, at 8 o'clock, you can stay all day on the street, but when it comes to 8 o'clock, you have to lock down. So he was saying that from morning till 8 o'clock, people still can get COVID.
so COVID don't spread in the day, it's only the night.
That's how it is.
No, but that they make it look like.
Yeah, in
Alright.
Jamaica. Yeah. So it's only in the night. You shouldn't go nowhere at night. But during the day, you can spread all the COVID when it becomes
Whenever you
11
want to
o'clock.
spread.
Right. So, and that was saying, so saying this is to say just the same thing as the people who are making all of these rules. They don't know what's going on. They're just doing stuff because they have some power to do it, you know?
Yeah. I want to
Yeah.
elaborate on that, but before I do so, I want to touch back on where you're coming from. The topic, a statement you make a while ago. Um, my work, I work mostly at the weekends, and if you notice, to include Saturday and Sunday, and if you notice, most of the time, those are the days that are affected mostly. Then I I pay a mortgage for 100 mash 100 per month. For this. When I can work, I mean I now make no money. And it means say me take that jeopardy because more people, the money more bank. Then while everybody else can go about their job during the day.
Right.
While I'm not saying, everything must be open and free and people do whatever they please. That is not what I'm saying. I am saying the government need to stop being selfish and to start to think about the people in the country. Because everyone is a part of the country, everyone have their means of earning, and you need to ensure everyone's right is protected. Because I have a right to work and make my money, brother. And if you are closing the thing when I should work, that means say, where I put it now, you're trampling on my rights. See? Because at the end of the month, I have to find that money to pay. Likewise, I see the taxman call you or them send you email that you have to pay your taxes for this quarter. But at the same time,
Hey,
the
Andre,
police say I don't
thank
know
you
pay
for
over
coming.
here.
Mm.
Bless up, Andre. Welcome.
Andre, what's up?
Andre, you
What's up?
can click the link and come up if you want. Can click the link and come up.
Yes, Andre, go over the screen, come share your views.
Andre and O'Neill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have somebody else to come over too. I'm waiting for them to come over.
Mm-hmm. So basically, I'm not one of the persons.
Again. Mm-hmm. O'Neill's World, what's up?
Yeah, what's up?
What's popping, bro?
Yeah. I just share on WhatsApp and on whatever, share out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, blessing, brother. See? So, all right. You have some people who will always bash whosoever makes certain decision because people are like that. They just bash everything.
Right.
Like you come up with a topic and people just
Yeah.
object. This is not what I'm about. All right, that me I say. See?
Mm.
But me I say, I have a
Yeah.
right to live. I have a right to earn. So
So
everybody in
you
the
need
country.
time. Yeah, you need time for to work to earn it.
You understand?
That's what you're saying, though. You need time, right?
Yeah. So you have to while making your decision because since you are making the decision for weeks, since me can make my own decision, yeah, make it. You need to make fair decisions that go across the board.
You should have. Yeah, I have certain things in consideration. Yeah, certain things
You
in
break it up. You break.
consideration.
Yeah, you have to take things into
Mhm.
consideration. And take other
Yeah,
people into consideration. You
yeah.
understand? All right. Back to what I was saying before. And I say this to cause no disrespect to no one. A lot of persons who are making decision concerning kids now have no picnic. They don't grow any
True.
picnic. They don't grow any picnic. Some of them don't
Exactly.
even love picnic. So how can you come and tell me how to grow my picnic?
Exactly.
No, they take up some people and put them in some position. More watching on TV all along, all a while. They take up some people, put them in some position, and these
Hi,
people
Mark.
tell you
Hey,
how to
Mark,
grow your
you
kids
can
and them
click
not have
the
the
link
picnic.
and come up, Mark. You can click
You
the
know?
link and come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark, yo, bless up. Yeah, man. So I see him. So some of the people them who advised in the prime minister on certain in a certain
Drop the
era,
link again on you.
them not have no experience in what them advise, but neither
I remember,
Yeah.
even some of them will have kids, and them raise them. Remember, say, and nanny raise them.
Exactly.
And listen to this. They might
Yep,
pick up
they
the
have my
American,
house, but a nanny raise them.
but they might pick up the American and the foreign style, you know?
Yes, true. Everything they do, we follow.
Yeah.
But not for them can tell about say don't slap kids and nanny a slap to them kids. Because nanny have to slap them to get them in line.
I mean, if you tell you.
But them if you know what go on there. Understand me? Brother, if man them need to know what they do one. As what me I say, but now say people go abuse the body that me I say because the man who beat him child and the child not die. That I would like to have a talk with that man too. Yeah,
But,
because
Mhm.
I would like to
but
know how it reached there, so kind of supposed to reach there, so. But what I'm saying,
Why, I mean, I know
just
that lady that sit
like
down in the
how,
house and make that happen doing now. Oh, Jesus
you
Christ,
understand?
man.
a helpless, she helpless.
Mm-hmm. But
Why?
you
Me,
cannot use
I don't
that.
know what that.
4-year-old baby. 4-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
That's that, man. I never hear it good though. I just heard it on somebody's channel yesterday. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
even hear what happened. And I heard
But
that the person just met the man the other day. It's not even a long time relationship.
oh,
Wow.
well,
I just
whichever
heard
way
that.
it go, supposed to
Honestly,
happen.
I never heard it from it. I mean, it's after it steal me hear about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just yesterday I heard it on a channel. Over Unstoppable TV had it last night talking about it. Monday night, I think. Monday night. Yeah.
Come on, Andre is saying discipline is very important in parent-children relationship. Don't spare the rod and spoil the child levels. Don't
Yeah.
levels. Yeah.
Is
Basically, that's a fact. We not say figure abuse of it, that's what I say. We just say every parent should have the right to curb the child and use the method that is fit to curb that child.
all right. So if they go over the limit, they put to have penalty for that one then.
Yes. If you go
Okay.
over the limit, you have penalty for you. Just like then say killing is against the law, but it happen every day. So you can't use because this man now go over the limit. You say ban corporal punishment. And when
So
we don't discipline our child or our children, the same state execute them.
Yeah.
True.
So if me can lick my picnic, no police not supposed to see what I road and do nothing,
Exactly.
Exactly.
You get what I say?
So no care what child do out a road, police not have no right to do nothing. That is
Because me can do no matter where I do, me can lick him. So where you feel, so you feel you're mad.
Exactly.
Mr. Prime Minister, may I ask you, you need to have a discussion on this topic. You need to have a discussion on this topic. Nobody run go make no decision. Nobody tell you, you need to have a discussion. You need to talk with the parents.
The man said that Mr. Prime President, Prime Minister behave like Hitler.
You understand? Because
I remember them said the policeman worship the Prime Minister. Anything he say, Allah, brother.
You understand? You have a lot of persons out there who are in. All right, I'm sure it's something when me know for a fact.
Nobody know the backstage.
No, I don't see anyone.
No. But them down there, Mark saying what? What is Mark? Are you still here? What is what?
I'm just elaborating on the topic. Someone is here now. Yeah.
Hey,
Lion, welcome. Is it Lion?
Yeah, Lion.
Yeah, man, Lion.
Welcome. I'm Mark Lion. I see a person.
Yeah, you know what Lion? Yeah, Lion is the name of the team when watch Manchester United.
Oh. Okay. Welcome, Lion. Welcome. Yeah, man.
Question. Why you think corporate? Why you think why you think people just stop the law that people can beat their kids? Why you think that law to come out?
So why I think the law is coming about?
Why you think that law came about?
It just came about.
I don't know why it come about, but I'm referring to something that's happening in my country at the moment.
No, let me tell you this. I agree with anybody who say, yeah, parents here for put on lip on them kids, but for understand parents on a whole have a tendency to abuse the child. For one, when the daddy not support them take out them frustration upon the kids. So me agree to disagree about that. And me now gonna tell the Prime Minister, say, yo, if I remember, me one can't grow my child. So if a man out the road see my picnic or do something wrong and him whap him up and him come tell me, say, whap him up, I buy my 6 kids and me him sit down and drink it because him do good. So when it come into a police one now, if I understand, a police abuse them authority. So me can tell you this. No police at the road can lick my picnic because the first thing I tell them, abusing the authority, right? That's the one now drop the lip on my kids because we never take out if the wife are going to burn or on sister on of us I know something for no never take it up on the people. You understand?
Yeah.
So may I agree to disagree. That's my point, that's my take.
But Mark, you just said the people all right, so listen to this now. Even though you start out like parents abuse some of the kids them, but it was totally pointed to women because when the man not take care of the picnic, the mother beat them. But it's not just mother alone beat kids.
No, it go both ways. Sorry, my mistake. It go both ways. It go both. Right. No for the woman just drop it out and mail it. I call them the drop and mail. Them drop it and mail it to the father. Drop and mail.
Or the father, mother, or there's some relatives.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is another thing though. Somebody was saying the other day, and this is kind of a little bit of derailing from the point. It's not too far from the point, but a little bit. Where somebody said it they were saying it at a live yesterday. If you think step parents should have the right to discipline a child, and most people didn't like the idea that step parents does, but I defer to on that one because you have some great parents.
Remember break down that, you know. You have some. My brother say you Remember, you know,
Yeah,
you have some wonderful step parents on this. Me can tell if
yeah,
you have
better than
cause.
the real
Hold on, no.
parents.
Hold on, no. Me, me have a stepfather. Trust me, me have a stepfather. Cold, everything. Me have a curler. Me dey have a curler stepmother. I call that curler. And then I have a lovely stepmother. Now, me and I can reason about anything. So
Mm-hmm.
people understand. So my time when you get these people be a step, them not understand themselves. Them, cause some of them look at it, them cherish for them kids more than the step kids them.
Yeah.
And I might pit them, I'm on the pit them. But by right, if a man, if if my child do something wrong and the stepfather now scold him, I look upon him and say a big man. As long as you not blind him, I not touch her anything, you scold her, you have all green light to do that. But don't take it as a regular, but Mr. Shall complain and say, daddy every minute, Paula beat me. I'm Mr. Fua, wait. If my daughter answer me, I may take my daughter over you. Me, I wonder why. If you can't give me a good explanation, I can side with my daughter. Because I have no stuff feed, I just don't beat pitney and now beat for them pitney. And I
Right.
beat that one.
All right. Yeah, but okay, yes.
They
So those
can't
like
beat
but
me, but that time, no. Can't beat for me,
no,
pick me. No step parents can beat my pick me.
if me have no if
No.
me if my child if my children come up in a step parent step and they were young when they came into the when we came into the relationship and they are taking care, spending money, paying for shelter, put money towards food, doing all of that what the father not do, they have a right to discipline my child. I'll give them the right to do so as long as they do it in a manner that it should be done. So listen to this now. So that's my point to it. Because
Uh,
and step parents is hard, you know. A hard step parenting is hard on the step and the parent, whoever the stepmother or stepfather is. It can be hard based on where in the relationship the person come in. Because if they come in when the child and depends on who the real parents are, it can be a very hard role for step parents. Because if a mother who have so much hate in her life and based on how the man and she they break up, she can come in and make the relationship very hard for the mother to be a step person. So if a relationship is like that, I think the mother should have go with her kids and I shouldn't be the stepmother. But if it's a situation where the person is civil and we can talk the other parent and me can be a stepmother to her children because she's civil enough that we can have the conversation and I get to be the stepmother that I would want to be. That's a beautiful thing. But otherwise, it can be difficult for step parents, especially you come into a relationship where the children are teenagers and the mother or the father against that the person will other relationship. It can be very difficult, you know. And the
uh,
person might be hard and the patient, but just because of all the other party deal with their kids, ever move them, what did she do? What she say? What she give you? What you do? And back and forth. That can make the relationship terrible to deal with.
all right. All right. May I tell you this? May I speak out from my experience? I was a stepfather of two, boy and girl. And trust me, it's never the pretty or anything. It lead to a test where them start calling me daddy.
Mhm.
And when I was there, it's like them father come at the yard gate and with the father angle them away. So as a stepfather, them as a boy, and none of my business, and father and fitness up. So I step outside, I'm gonna just
Mhm.
call them, them I say, oh no, all right. Them said no. I said, all right, then come inside and go and I'm gonna say, all right, sir. I not say the father for the pitney, but you angle them in a way in which I am in the house and me hear it. So me not
Mhm.
like how you angle them, oh father and and I'm going the most way. So I say that not really relevant in front of the kids them for.
Mhm.
So when the kids them see that now, say it becomes a turn for them to love you more
Exactly.
from the father. I don't want that. So
Mhm.
me have to sit down and me have to talk to them. I'm gonna say, listen, really, and show them. When me and that person stop talk, and me go my way separate, the daughter find me and call me. and finished school. She finished school and she told me she got pregnant and thing and thing. And I said, all right. And then she said, Daddy, you know, come look for your grand pitney. I said, me, your mother not do. No, she said to me that make me just feel heartfelt. She said, as long as I'm alive, I'm always be her father. And the child which I would always be my granddaughter.
But you're right. Because
Because
she
you
and her
play the role
mother
of a father.
I played the role.
exactly.
And trust me, it was so
Exactly.
hard. Hold on. It was so hard at first because I never get any youth yet. It was so hard to deal with kids going into a teenage state. It was so hard. Pick and choose a
Yep.
word pick and choose a word for tattoo. Know what to do when they come. I leave work every Friday and when I go down there, when I wait as I go down there, they came for me at the bus stop because I'm a pet. They come for me at the bus stop and the first time I see the daughter wear something on, I said, I said, go on home. I said, me and your brother would carry on the things, go on home. And she said, why, why Mark? Because I'm actually calling at first. I said, just go on home, the argument. And that girl moved so fast and reached the yard and she tell her mother she cry and the mother said, the reason why is why you have on. And when I sit down and watch TV, she come to me and say, why? I'm gonna say, the way I have on, she said, Mommy, they tell me. I'm gonna say you must dress a proper way coming on the road. But I care if your father see it and I'm like, me not like it.
Exactly.
It was so hard for me to groom them kids because I don't know when them are go retaliate on me.
Right.
So that the retaliating me number one. And trust me, but I tell you my experience, I was what 22 and the woman that I talked to was 35.
Mm-hmm.
So with me going into that relationship, I get a lot of things. Cause when you're going into this now, I got to say them and say, yo, my mother take a young boy and they never see it that way.
Because the mother probably mother set them up a way for you have respect.
Yeah, the well-groomed kids.
Yeah.
Well-groomed kids. Up to this day, I still love them. Even though they grow up, I still love them.
And
But the
just
thing
like
that,
how she say, once you were a stepdad, you will always be a stepdad. So,
yeah,
change. Because if you're your own children and you and the mother break up, don't they will still be your children biologically.
yes.
Even though you're on the
Exactly.
pit brain. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Uh, yeah, okay. Me
This
not
reminds
twist.
me of.
Hold on. Me get a little twist.
Mm-hmm.
My best friend child, I'm the godfather for him. And one day him and his father have every time him and his father him come to me, him talk to me, I'm sitting down, cause him and my son are almost same age. We sit down and talk. And one day my father have a big altercation and he fly come my house. I'm sit down and talk to him. And he look at me and say, Uncle Mark, I wish you were my father. You listen to me more than how my father listened. I went to my friend and I tell him that. The man said, the man start shout off him and ray. The kid said, that's why I say what I say. I walk home, I come home, and him walk home and him walk behind me. I never had the accommodation for make him sleep. So I say, go on your mother, I come in my house. Is the all a person impact over a child in which you get the respect, the ratings, and everything from a child. For you don't have that towards a child, you would never get it. Even if the child have
because they can be rebellious.
yes, even if you go into a rebellious teen, you must not go to her. You sit down, you observe her, you don't say you want it. No, you want it. Gradually she turn and say, she shoot everything at me and I'm not retaliating. She want the way she want to retaliate. She go just drop down her defense and accept you.
Right.
Not for them stepfather, them are going like full force. Respect me. Me bring your mother another house. My mother live. No, you know them shit there.
Especially the fact that they are going through hurt already because they just lost their dad, not dead in a way, but lost the mother relationship, the mother and father relationship. So they are going through that part, you know. They are going
Yeah.
through that. They have to spend some time to learn to accept another man in their life too. You know.
Trust me. I
Yeah.
can't tell you, it is for me for grow I have stepmother and stuff. I never did even consider myself to have a stepfather. Cause when me I grow up, I say, oh, I'm not deal with step. I tell a man that. But
Right.
my stepfather, him when we first meet him just come around cool, we talk, him quiet, him read the book and so till me start. My mother come on there and say, you like him? Well, first thing my mama said, man, I love man, you know. My mother laugh out as a bark, I'm behaving. I say, I'm alright, I'm cool. Then she said, she just come out and say, share him there. I said, I'm accept him. Until this, I accept him. No problem, nothing. We may have a little argument, but that is typically everyday thing. There's no stepfather and stepdaughter not gonna have an argument and make up back.
Even your own
Just
dad, you will have an argument with.
for the record, me not run them wrist there. You want me DEAD dead? Nope. Me not run the wrist with my father. As much as I'm a big man, when my father roar, remember, you know, my father said this to me, you know, him at the end of the table, as long as breath in him body, we have to obey what him say, which is true. A lot of people think say, oh, from your big man, you have to discipline. No, as long as the father have breath in him body, he's still at the end of the table. Whether you have, whether you have any amount of stepfather or stepmother, him still at the head of the table. Once him gone now, yeah, that's fine. Me not pass certain line with my father. Me, as what I'm saying.
If your father stand in the place, because I had a great dad, so I'm not gonna say that, but me just a thought generally.
Okay.
If some father will hold it head at the table, if they work for it or they put their stuff in a position. If you're not in the position, you can never be the head. Because some that want to be the head of the table and they're not doing what the head of the table is supposed to do.
True
but if
words.
you're the head, of course I'll give you the head.
True. That's
Yeah.
true. A lot of people just don't know. Well, such is life. You live to learn and learn to live.
Yeah.
Hear my take on it.
Yes, O'Neill.
Yeah, before me go, let me read Andre comment. Andre, agree it's only the parent knows the struggle to raise their own child. No government body knows the pain and treat that a parent go through and sacrifice to see it available for the government. All right.
No, when my child say the government can't take over. The government is not there to take over a child. The government is there to protect a child.
Exactly.
It's protect them and protect, but they must protect them not from themselves, but from abusive parent. And you have a lot of it in Jamaica. A matter of fact.
But somebody said if the parents them not abuse the children, the police them end up abuse them anyway. So why them I protect the parents and not protecting them from the police?
Watch this though. How does a child get to be abused by the police? Sit down and think this. Either the child had the wrongdoing in a some form of company, because a police not gonna see me on the road. I want to come deal with me anyway. Yo, all right.
In America, police, you are innocent though. In America though.
Joe, in 92 CXC year, I was going downtown. Me and my friend, I were around breathless to prepare for CXC subject, and a policeman draped me up. And so where I go, I'm a flash off him on, and you know, so that policeman give me a 360 on my face.
Wow.
And when them give me the
So
360 on my
that's what
face,
it. Right. You were not a bad child, so you
hold on now.
abuse you.
Well, in bad abuse,
Yeah.
when they give me the 360, I look on him. I'm look on him partner. I'm look on him good. And I just jump up on the stump and I shot him one box. And when I shot in the box, I run go straight in the Sunstar's bookstore. I'm going to say, but the lady blocked the door.
Mm-hmm.
When I call the superintendent and him come, the son superintendent look for me. And I said, I not talk to no till I call my godfather, he was a police officer. I said, I not talk to none until I call him. So him asked me, oh, I tell him name and so forth. I'm calling on the phone. That time my face swell. The policeman I got tell the other policeman said, me look like two little thief. The one will look like thief. So him here one lady Barlow thief. The lady Barlow thief at the bottom at the bank. We were there at the bookstore, Kingston bookstore. I'm say right, that's over there. So do the maths right there. So the lady at the way at the bottom at the bank she there, and you hear thief, and you the right. That's me the right. That's the thief. The thief have to run the opposite direction, coming up. We are going down. The thief supposed to run up.
No, maybe the thief don't look like thief.
That must be.
Based on way, boss.
Because them
so when you do that now, you see now, all police abuse them authority right there. So
yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So a lot of innocent kids dead here. When I say, you see some of them now, all of me a policeman, I'm gonna say some pitney or bun weed. I creep up the whole of them. I creep up the whole of them. I not I carry them got to jail us. I carry them got the worst partner of the jail. Or I know say some of them man they want to grab them and send them in there, make them say, yo, say you soon end up.
Let them go like a hands.
Yeah. And then grab them. Because guess what? When we see some
give them a warning.
Some little teaser I wrote them and miggle. For what?
I didn't think that no matter.
Give them do what?
That is the in thing.
To do what, O'Neill?
To robot and miggle.
Wrote them and miggle.
With a special.
Yeah. So you beg.
Special, you know?
Yeah, only so you say them beg you and you give them one time. Right, the worst thing you do.
Yeah, you can't start them.
Every day, so when the one time you say you stop,
problem.
It's a big argument.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this.
So I always tell them, I say, yo, big man, I'm not supporting on a weed thing and so forth. I'm not going to my money. If I want to buy a food, I'm going to buy enough food, but every day I buy a food, give me, you know why you buying enough food for me and this and that. And I say, yeah, me, man, chill. When I'm not time.
They end up want to live like that every day.
Yeah, every day.
Just beg.
Every day. I live through it. Me grew up watching. That's why when I talk about certain topic, I can relate to it. I grew up watching my aunt being abused at a young child. I watched my aunt abused. That's why every time I talk about him, I feel for cry because I watch all of my aunt them I get abused. And as growing up, we the nephews and niece them, I feel defend them and I fling toward my boss. Me and my cousin bust up my auntie baby father and bust up to him, them call the police laugh off him and said, them little sitting here do that. No, but girl, I'm gonna see it. So when I talk about certain topic, don't get me wrong, I take offense with certain things. That's why when I talk, I'm say, when I talk certain topic, don't lean on one side, go both ways. So when I lean on one side, I'm being a hypocrite right there. I'm gonna fear to talk or go say, I'm wrong or I'm right. Yeah, I'm being a hypocrite. It go both ways because guess what? One hand can't clap.
Mm-hmm.
You ever see one hand a clap? And it's someone that lose a hand, right?
It's good for the goose, good for the gander, right?
Thank you. So when it comes to the police abusing, yeah, my back on totally about it, but not 100%, but not for understand. all the abusement of a child come in with the police, it has to be in something. That's why the police abuse them. No police never look on.
Hold on. Why I understand where that part come in at the conversation. What I'm saying, the government is saying corporal punishment should be banned in homes. Then, and I am saying each parent should have the right to use a necessary means. I'm not talking about abusing your children. Necessary means to discipline a child.
True.
But how may I say, if you, the parents, cannot discipline your child because you got jail if you look at picnic, and every kid is not the same. Some of them have to get a few slap.
True.
Some of them you talk to them and that's it. Some of them have to get some slap. May I tell you?
Hey.
So if I cannot slap that child to bring that child in line, no police or not some police, but the security forces not supposed to see that child out the road and when them out of line, them execute them, because if me can't stop them from bring them in line, why must you execute them when they are out of line?
That's true.
You get what me I say? All right. Let me give you an example. I remember when I just come to live in Montego Bay, I was doing security work. I was at the city center one night and a police pull up, and there was around 6 young youth. Can you see like the street type of youth them? Yeah. Because the hours me want to sleep like in the mush, me did that my bed. But me have security people in place. And you have a local place they call a gallows, probably around 4 feet by 4 feet. Or less. In the middle and me see when the police at them come out and call you them. And you them come then jar for 2 pieces of hose out of the vehicle and start wet them up some lick. You hear me I say? And me bite me lip the night and me I say, if I'm me just want to mark one of them. But
alright then. Stop the stuff on him.
Well, come. Reason is, at the hours, I use them age, I mean, feel them fit up on the road, period, Don't get me wrong, But what I saw, you just call them on them, one up on the road and start wake them up with lick. You don't give them a chance to say XYZ. Yeah. You understand me? But what I'm saying, if their parents, all right, if them have a mother like we me did have, them would do it on the road, them could do it on the road. So, true. 7 o'clock could you catch me on the road?
True.
So what the fuck if 6 o'clock come around, me no go in, me get locked out by my stepfather. My mom tell us say when me go in the kitchen, I have an outside kitchen, and me go in to sleep. My mother wake up around 5 o'clock or 4:30 whenever the day just start people out and come wake me up with some lick. You can't run with her. You understand me? But with a mother like she, you can't be on the road like at that time.
Me not cutting it on you, but watch this now. Look at the table turn. Listen up. You said the police see them, call them and start and wet them, right? Before them could attack, right? May I tell you as a boy, you see when we see blue and white, we take care of ourselves. Them never want. Hold on. They must show up for themselves, show themselves now, move when police are come. Me a little boy, me take care of myself. That's why I try to say them, look up them boy, them fit to say them a man. So me now say the police was in right for him doing it, but me I tell you as a youth, and me and my group and my friend there, and we see blue and white, we take care of ourselves.
All right. Me would run. You know why? Me not no reason for run.
No, it's not a matter. I'm not saying run, You see, you can see the car from afar. You take care of yourself, but you sit there, you wait until them come.
No, the youth, they were walking, They were walking. Right. But what I'm saying, in my case, I would not run. Basically.
Just run. Me not run, I say walk away.
Because I would be on the road. I could be on the road. And if for any reason I was on the road, I would be on the road lawfully. So, would have no reason for run still, as what may I say? What may I say? The thing have to start at your yard. You have to curve it picking them from your yard.
Yeah.
So, some kids talking alone now will curve them. I remember me get couple conk And I wasn't even I wasn't a bad child.
Conquer the least.
Me love the back answer. If you say something to me and me feel like I don't say go me a back answer, you mean that?
Well, what man I cut it on you since I boy, you know the Imperial quad buckle?
Yeah, man, I say, man.
All right then. I can tell you. When we get trouble, grandparents and auntie are beat you and them sister you now here and you run. Remember me tell you, when the buckle take you, you stay a lick for your days.
True.
The Imperial quad buckle. You know the Imperial quad buckle, Miss June? Miss Brown?
Yeah, man.
You know you know them, all right. When the buckle wet, you stay wet. And my aunt, my mother, grandmother, auntie, them aunt no miss. It hit the target. All right. So my chapter says corporal punishment. I agree it should be in, and I disagree. I agree it should be in. I disagree it should be out because guess what? People abuse kids. So anyway you put it only it got boils down the same way. All right, remember tell this now. I'm gonna derail a slightly little bit. Do you think we should have capital punishment? I'm gonna break it down. You think we should bring in hanging?
All right.
No,
it's a catchy. It's a coachy thing. Me go answer you that way. I personally believe no one should be hung, or else you have no doubt, not saying I have no doubt, but you is 1,000% sure this is the person who committed the act. Reason being, when that man gone, him can't come back. So if 2 years down the line you find out and never him do it, you understand what I say? So
I understand. All right.
So in that case, that is the only case I would, and not even support it, but that is the only case mother say mother have an issue with it. But
all right. We'll go back. Sorry, we'll go back in a time. I see if you remember. Remember when you're a boy, when they bring in capital punishment and then they hang couple man. You remember?
Yeah, I read about a few. Yeah.
All right, then can't tell you. Remember when that did go on? Did the crime rate drop?
I was still young enough, but I think so.
Okay, it drops significantly because them no want go. Because as you're going, man of interest, boom, 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 you get hung. So through this capital punishment gone, seem like them have been take out the corporate everything, where you have nothing. There's no backbone there. There's no backbone there. Them take out the backbone and just be a flap. So that's why I'm gonna tell you, say I agree to disagree with the corporate in the house. Cause trust me, if my kids and my son, even if my son misbehave, me not have time for go for a belt now nothing. 2 bucks me give him and him stay a box. If him go to school, I show the teacher them, and the teacher them come to me. The first question I ask, is it your child? And they said no. I'm gonna explain to them why I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say, what would you do? The first of them are gonna say, oh, I would have sit down and talk to the child. Bullshit. You gotta do the same thing that I do. So it go both ways. The backbone of Jamaica gone. I just a little flap. Until we can get a backbone. So I'm not busy with nobody wants to say about corporate punish, but I beat my child with one.
You know, Anjay down in there right by himself.
Yeah, Anjay, I am very scared there is good and bad. In every case, there is more good than bad. Okay. Yeah, when they read, I think when they reach to that one, yeah. I apparently think there are more good parents who just deliver honest to goodness, discipline to their kids, and just because there are abusive ones. The good parents suffer for the bad one. Yeah, which is true, Andre. Which is true. What we are saying now. Just like them saying if you drink and drive, and you drink and drive, and you get caught, them deal with it. Because watch now. You see, even if you take corporal punishment, you ban it, people still are gonna beat. Understand me? So what me I say, my point of view is that you must allow parents to be parents. Make the thing level the playing field where I can brought up my child to be an outstanding member of the society. And the security forces now have to go take him out by the time he reach 12 or 16 because he's a gangster. See? Man, I say you won't do your best and people still turn up bad enough. I'm not saying that one. But 90% of the time, a child will always remember what they were taught. You see me? So, all right. I could have gone on the other side in many different occasions, many different times. It was right in front of me. The situation was suiting it. There were times when I was going through a lot of stuff. And I mean, the gangster lifestyle was right there. And trust me, they can be very supportive when they want you to come join them. You see me? So, I always remember the way your mama grew me up. From me I got school, I wonder when I left school, what me I do? My graduation was on a Sunday, and I leave the community on a Tuesday because there was nothing for me in the community to do, or else me to do farming, and then the farming thing could really bring money to me at the time. Not on the skill we would do it, on the level we would do it. So I step out of the community and start to look at work. You see me I say? Because from me I go to school, me I say, boy, me have to come in mummy no have it and whatever. Me look at sister them because of what she instilled in my head from the beginning. And then me analyze the situation as I look at growing up and know, say, yo, I have to be the one to come make a difference. You see me? So when you teach them right, some of them may go the other way, but 90% of them, if them even go down the road, they might remember. They might pull up their socks. But when you are saying, no, we can't be parents, or we can't be parents to our kids, we can't bring them up the way or we want in our circle, we have a problem. Because when they go out of that circle, the security force never try to bring them into the circle. They might try to exterminate them because they feel that is the solution. And don't get me wrong, I am not bashing the forces because I know there are some youth out there who are deadly, who them not asking a question. But what I'm saying, allow us to curb who we can curb from in the home. And now, if that means they have to get couple slap, I just right there.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So basically, that is the take. That's my take on the entire situation. But I was saying earlier though, I know of a counselor, guidance counselor, who would counsel abusive person who are in abusive relationship and so forth. And when that person go home, that person get beaten. And if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So basically, what may I say? a lot of persons who are giving advice are not fit to give certain advice. A lot of persons, you see them on TV talking about them, they are kids' rights or kids' right activists or where. The for them to qualify because good to come tell about what and about them want come take your picnic and take picnic and do what and give to who? The state can raise picnic. The state can raise picnic. Me see a lot of you go to cops and when them come back them worse.
True.
Them tarnish up there. Enough of them get abused. Enough of them get abused by the same person them who's supposed to protect them up there.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? Andre, bless up, welcome. So,
Blessed night, blessed night.
blessed. Mm-hmm. So basically that me I say. If you get people if you come tell me what to do, then people then fi at least live it. So you can come and talk about it.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay, blessed. Nice to be here in the chat with you guys again. My personal input on this whole discipline within the home. First and foremost, to mention from the beginning, discipline doesn't necessarily have to do with physical contact, where beating have to be involved. Discipline can be removing of a treat or putting you as a timeout in an corner, so to speak, and stuff like that. So if in growing a child, a lot of people in growing a child, talking about what I've been seeing from back in the days till now. When a child at a young age does something that is wrong, supposed to be deemed as wrong, instead of disciplining the child in one form or the other, the parent sometimes laugh and say, look what this child is doing at this tender age and laughing. So in doing that, it encrypts in the child's mindset, probably this is acceptable because I bring out a laughter in the people that I'm around every day.
It's hilarious.
When in fact it is not acceptable. And doing the same thing out in the public now into a different person's home now. The parent will grab up the child and kill the child who licks out, what they say, do you embarrass me and stuff like that. When if then they just tell the child, say, yo, this is not acceptable in the first place. You understand? Give them a stern face, or you give them a little nudge on them hand, or you put them in a naughty corner, or you tell them, say, no treats after dinner, or something, no TV, no tablet, no whatever. That is a form of discipline. And then the child would encrypt, say, okay, this is not something I'm supposed to continue doing. Get what I'm saying? This is from the earliest stage of the child's life, you know. But because you allow the child to go on with this whatever treatment that he's doing and getting away with it, and he's going now encrypting things in his mind that these things are normal and this is what I'm supposed to be doing and people are going to like this. And when them go out in society now, they are not accepted. People are going to say, what a picking a rotten, what a picking this, what a picking that. You understand?
Yeah. And they're trying to curb it when it's too late.
Exactly. Them trying to curb the child when it's too late, when the tree get big already. Can't bend. You have to bend the tree from it is a very small suckling of a plant. And growing them that way, them continue to instill good moral values. And when them reach certain height, you can't even allow your children in a biggest public and know so they're not going to embarrass you. They're not going to ridicule themselves. They're going to represent you in the best way form and whatever form they can represent you because you're already done well with them. It's only that you have to pray that in society, you don't know when you let go your children in a society now, them get corrupted by the bad apples out there. You get what I'm saying? But you pray for them and go and leave them on their own because some of the time they're going to come out, turn the bad apples into good apples.
Yeah.
Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, man.
It's a fact. It's just that we know that all children are not the same. Some of them, they only listen to a slap. Not saying that is the only means. No, I'm saying you have to know your child. You have to know what make this child ticks. Just like if someone should say my daughter do X, I suppose to by the time you say it, I say she won't do something where I never expect, because that's natural. But if you come and say to me, say, my daughter do X, I'm turn and I look on her, me supposed to know if she do it for true. And by the time I ask her now, me supposed to know what to expect. But you have some kids, no matter the discipline where you put, it's like them just head down this up, and then there is no you can do to curb them. You know, say boy, only the Lord can help those.
Yes.
But what I'm saying, allow us to use the method. I say, you beat every pitney, kind of every pitney lick require lick. But you supposed to analyze and know your kids and know what work for the child. If you get what me I say.
Yeah, mama, I understand what you say. But as I said, definitely because some of them, as you say, some kids now go respond to certain stuff because of them temperament. Them have a ill streak in them where they not listen to people and them not take talk. But these kids already gone bad at a stage where them never did get the instill of the discipline from the tender age. Them they're the one who I talk about now where them they accept people that accept the wrong what them do and scold them from them the tender age. And now when them reach big now, them can't turn back again. Them indiscipline, them rude, them vulgar, them do everything that is bad now because that done encrypting at them system already. Because if you did done scold them the right way from the tender age, I doubt if they would reach this stage now that they be so indisciplined and so rude. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man, because them don't reach that stage already. And I tell you, say, as a society are gonna make up because some people are gonna don't grow them kids properly and some are gonna grow them kids properly. But what the best thing about it is to know that I give credit to majority of the people growing their kids. I don't think that it is a situation where most of the kids are being grown wrong or most of the kids are indisciplined. I think that most majority people parents in life grow their kids well, whether it's a single mother, single father, whatever, parents being together. I think they do a good job in growing their children right. There are always more good than bad in society today.
All right, Andre.
Yeah.
Andre.
Yes, go ahead.
All right, you see, between when you and I grew up and now,
yes,
the thing take a U-turn. All right. You see, parents back then,
yes,
we could have ramped with parents. You used to have one or two parents where still not getting pitney wrong, or when everybody come and say, the pitney do this, pitney do that. Because when I grew up, I know of this lady of fear, she never give fear pitney wrong yet. And they were doing stuff. You understand? All right.
yes.
The parents nowadays, not everybody, but the parents nowadays, number one thing, bad word no grow up in. That is one. I never tell one of my child about what yet. Because then we tell you back. Whether you want to believe it or not, then we tell you it back.
No, so I don't believe that.
No, me I tell you. We know a lot
No, but
of
me I
parents
tell you.
who saw them grow them pitney. You see, you listen to
Listen.
them. And me
Yeah,
hear
but
enough
you
of them
see,
tell them back.
that's what me stay for my opinion. Like me like them, as come like me and not just because really me curse bad word all the time, but they never even my sister said to me say if you are the first somebody me say tell your opinion bad word, I mean never hear them with one because you see they understand me, they know say me slap them. You understand? Them the parents tell back your parents bad word, they know say them parents are gonna laugh with them 5 minutes after, so them do it.
Yeah, because I guess what no, your kids are model kids. Understand me? But may I tell you about, all right. You may use bad word to them, but at the same time, you still instill discipline in a way where them know so they don't cross certain line. See? I never cuss about don't make my mother hear. Never. You understand me? I
No, me
never
not push bad with
play
my mother ear
certain
neither.
music make my mother hear. When if me a travel and my daughter in the car, me ensure so whatever CD me a play, a clean music. Because she not supposed to come play that and come in front of me and come say, but me used to play it. Me not play them the game there. You understand what I say?
Real
So
man.
even though me know say me can get cross at certain time, I try to keep that within my little space. Because all right, me I try to grow my kids them as this girl always tell me my daughter is a proper little girl. Yeah, but don't want to grow like that. You see, if she go beyond that or go out of that circle, it's not because of the way I grew up. It's because she chose that path for herself. You understand what I say?
Real man.
So basically, but I know because when me talking about experience, me I talk this I find out. I know a lot of parents. If something should have happened, or you should say, you know, so the little boy this, as you turn the back, you hear them say XYZ, or that time them not light up in front of your face. Because you can't go tell them nothing about them pitney. And that is a major problem we have. So
And Miss
as I
Jula
say,
sleep on you. Eh?
I don't hear you.
Miss Jula sleep? Miss Jula, Mike.
It's possible, you know. It's possible. So yeah.
Yeah, man, I understand why you're so still my general.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to generalize it like say that type of child which is indisciplined or that type of parent
Mm-hmm.
who will defend their child for doing wrong is in the majority. I would like to think that majority of parents would listen to you if you tell the parent that their child has been doing so and so, and they would take the further steps to scolding their child or making sure that it doesn't happen again. I
All
would
right.
like to
Ajay.
think that majority children in this world today are children that are being grown by good parents, good discipline, good instilling of morals and characteristic traits.
All
Get
right.
what I'm
Ajay,
saying?
while I don't want to stereotype,
Go
I
again.
think while I don't want to stereotype, I think it have to do probably with the society you're in or where you are living.
Are fair?
Where, for instance, me not really want
Well,
to call any name, me not really want to call any name on no place. But say
all right.
what
Can I
say
give you an
Mandeville,
illustration?
say
Yes.
Mandeville,
Yes.
Kingston, and Montego Bay, the majority of the kids in Montego Bay would grow different from the one in Mandeville.
Well, all right.
Or put it away then. I really don't want to say this now, but say, all right, most of the youth in the garrison communities
Well, can I
are,
interject?
hmm?
Can I interject?
Yeah, go ahead.
I grew up in one of the most garrison
Mm,
communities in
mm,
Kingston.
mm,
I was born and raised in Kingston, born and Jubilee, grew up on a garrison community, um, outskirts in Kingston. I grew up in a Kingston primary school, high school, went on to do a little bit after high school in college, like, and I was working in Kingston for a while until I came to Mandeville to live. Good. And you see, both in Kingston and in Mandeville,
mm.
it was two different completely settings. When you would talk about violence and aggression in Kingston, Mandeville did not have that level. of violence. You know, so Jamaican people on a whole have a aggressiveness about them, but Kingston aggression is very higher level than Mandeville aggression. At that time when I came to Mandeville to live in Manchester, we could actually literally leave the door open at nights and don't worry about intruders and so forth. But you know that after a period of time passing, violence has crept into the society in Manchester because of some of the people who running from Kingston and some looking refuge in Manchester, then bringing the violence as well. And the Manchester people go to town and learn the violence and come back with it as well. So, you know, the violence take time are creeping. It's still not as aggressive as Kingston as yet, just the same, but nevertheless, there are garrison communities in Mandeville as well, Manchester as well. And I actually started growing my family when I got my first child in a garrison community. And I was saying to myself, this is not the way I want to grow my child in this kind of neighborhood and this kind of society, being prone to violence and cursing and fighting and gunshot and this and that. And I did something about it. I moved from one place to the other. Not saying that everybody will have the circumstance where they can be able to move, but at least they can be able to grow their child the right way.
Let me interject a bit.
Go again?
All right, that is basically what I'm saying. All right.
Yes, but even if I didn't get the opportunity to move, you know, I would still have to grow my child in the same mindset that I'm of now. It's not because I get the opportunity to move, which I work towards. Get what I'm saying? But even if I didn't get to move, I would still have to grow my child in the same mindset. And it has a lot to do with how they grow as well, because you get to associate them with better people in your neighborhood society, around your close environments. Yeah, the better community and the better association you have is the better the child upgrowing. Yes, I agree with that part.
That is what I'm saying. Where I was living before now, when my daughter born, I tell myself she's not going to grow up here. And that is for a particular reason. Because in the community, people keep saying this community say that, but it's the person who live in the community. But we also know, like when you find yourself within certain community, it's like it's probably a person who is trying to get away from certain stuff or from certain lifestyle. You're gonna meet up over there, so. All right, let me give you an example. Growing up or living in certain community, and you start to elevate. You work hard and start to elevate. You have a person in that community feel like you owe them something. You understand what I say? And me I talk of experience. Me I tell you this, I'm not asking. They feel like now you owe them. Remember, they never work for you, you know. They never help you do nothing. They never sponsor you. But they feel like you are owing them. So I can feel eyes. I can feel when they come in, the way they greet you. I can feel, hey, sometimes certain people call to me, and when they call to me, it's like, my answer, but the way my answer, I kind of keep them at a distance. Not like me rush them or anything, but me know something, they say, oh, I go and DJ, me know something they come beg me. And it's, I don't know, judge me or judge me, but me I tell you about a fact. You see, when you're there somewhere for 20 years, you know the culture of the people, them, and you know the type of person who is going to do this. You have is the minority who always try to elevate and try to get out.
Hold on, only I'm not cut this but we have to go end we have to come out no cars. I have work 7 o'clock in the morning. 6 means 5:30.
All right, you don't know. One for respect, man. Thanks for coming. I'm still
you're welcome.
Blessed.
You're welcome. All right, bye-bye.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming. Respect. Respect. Yeah, so as I say, the way how you grow and the mentality where you have in yourself that you're trying to put in your kids. So whether your kids is in an upscale community or they are in the garrison, you're trying to instill that in them. But what about the persons who are in this community, who are of this community, and this is their lifestyle?
All right.
It's
Let
like
me
kind
let
of
me
few
let me
of them.
clarify. Let me clarify your
Mhm.
point. Then, if you mention that point,
Mhm.
and it's a very valid point, I understand what you're saying, because even the songwriter sings about circumstances makes you what you are.
Yeah.
Good. So if you're circumstantially have to live in a certain environment, it will probably harden you to the elements of the environment, and you'll become hard in another form there. But not every circumstance or every issue that a circumstance determines the hardness of you or how you become, because only you alone can determine who you are. I decided to be the way I am when I am growing up as a young man, and I have assessed the process or the method in which my parents used. Yes, they had a lot of good traits, but I'm not saying I had the perfect parents. They had a lot of flaws as well. So in my assessment, I would say, okay, I can use this from them, and I will eliminate this from them, and I imply what I would think is better for my decision in raising my child, and that is how I go. I don't make what circumstances was around me define who I am. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if I was to be of the garrison that I grew up in and the harshness that I grew up around, I would be. You wouldn't. I don't think you'd find a rougher person than me. And my kids can testify or attest to this, that I am not a harsh person like that. Matter of fact, if I tell my kids I'm gonna beat them now, they probably laugh me to scorn. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I didn't allow the garrison to determine who I am going to be. Yes, I'm glad I grew up there because I got some experiences to make me not be a punk in society or not be walked over a certain way by every and anybody. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But me still no carry the whole of the garrison with me to say, boy, as a man see me, him see school face. And if a man say, Elder, you have a thing can give me, I give him bad order, I give him tough talk or whatever right away. Me have grow with empathy inside of me, sympathy, grow with care in me. Get what I say, especially when I become a parent.
Yeah.
It's like me change from what me used to be to another person, because you don't know. A child in my life, me have to get a transformation, because me never get the biological parenting from my biological parents. I was raised by other people who adopted me at a very tender age. When I say tender age, I mean like some weeks old,
Yeah.
because my biological parents weren't there. They weren't able to perform their duties as parents. So
Yeah.
that even did affect me when me growing up to say, boy, judge, I mean, have my parents them around me, you know what I mean? But me still love my parents who grew me up initially, you know, my adopted parents, my guardians. They did a good job, and kudos to them, you know what I mean? But still make my thing out of my own self. And everybody can do that. If me could have do that, everybody can do that. If my kids can be good
Yeah.
kids, everybody can be have good kids.
That's a fact. But all right, let me give you an example. Say grandmother is the type of person who sit down on the street, smoke, drink, and beg. Daughter grew up come do the same thing. Granddaughter grew up come do the same thing. Grandson is is doing the same thing. See?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it's a cycle, continuous. Watch me now. You have certain values in you where you instill in your daughters. So you see, when them arrive, they try to pass that down to their kids. See? So remember me say earlier, say even a child go down the wrong path, sometimes they catch up at themselves and them remember the teachings where them get. See? While sometimes you have a few youths who grew up in the same rough situation with the same rough parents, grandparents, but they know that they want something different for their self or for their kids. So they start to make a change. But what I'm telling you is that for the 20 years I lived in the garrison, majority of the person mentality are the same. You understand? The cycle keep coming down from the head and it continue down up till this moment. So, me know gang war go on from I just move in the community. And it continue up till today. And most of those persons are not in the community again. But the younger ones carry on. What you call it now? Them carry on the mantle. Them not stop. Them not try to make a change. They not try to say, yo, you know, say I'm a cousin this a youth, yeah. It's just that they live around here, so no. It's like, brother, how can give me a second there?
Yes, mom. Do you think? Mom? Go on. I can't come on.
Yeah, brother. So kind of miss my point. But anyway, what may I say, you have, I don't want to say the community, but you have certain person within certain community. They just continue the bad behavior. So if you would bring up your child in the right way, most of them will continue in that part. You still there?
Yeah, my name is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, mom. I'm still there, brother. One.
Yeah, man. So basically, that me I say, I not say everybody bad or everybody good. I just I say, man have to make changes. And when the person that are supposed to make the change continue it, I just say it at end.
I get the gist of what you say, man. It's just a situation of circumstance, as I mentioned before. I'm sorry I couldn't. A man like you know, we seemingly want to be the perfect father. May give your hats off and kudos you try and you put out your best. I know say if you could have do better, you do better. Me sorry say if a man couldn't get the chance, we can make the move what them supposed to make fit towards having them kids in the right environment. Few can do it and few can do it. Some, as I say, some of them are the circumstance. Some of them are just lazy. Them lazy to try do it. Some of them not have the power. Some of them not have the will. Some of them not have the bucket, stuff like that. But I encourage every man who can make the change. Because what happened? My kids now today, me can testify to that. Say, I doubt if them know all the sound of the real life sound of a gunshot sound. When a gun a shot, I leave the gun. And me grew up in a community where me hear that daily, nightly. Me hear it when man a play for fun, and me hear it when man a war. Get what I say?
Yeah, man, I understand what you say perfectly.
Can personally tell us them know what that sound like. Them might hear a bike out there so on the backfire and them say, I go and shot that and say, no, it's a bike that. Or them hear it at Christmas time and think it about a clappers.
Yeah.
Get what I say?
Yeah,
Yeah, man, at the time my environment, I have my kids and my life in.
Well, and that is very good. But that they say that's it. All right. You have person who are in a position that could elevate themselves or even try to elevate their family. But instead of say move on or move to a better environment, person would stick around in the same environment and then they would get a lot of shoes, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
They buy a lot of shoes instead of open business. When I talk about the shoes, where you buy your foot.
Yes, mommy, I understand what you're saying, brother.
I have a little brethren, I used him work with me a few times, but film thing never is not really what I'm doing. He have film own dreams, you know. And
Yes.
him send himself at school, and he probably around 2021, or I should say was. And surprising, a few nights, a couple weeks ago, he was taken out, coming from work, and each time I talk about the situation, it's like, me feel like, say, it just happened, because me feel the youth coming at me like, brother, that little youth, him don't keep friends, him know everything we want, him know him mother poor, and him send himself to school after him left school, and go back to school, and while him at work, him a do him thing, because him always tell me, say, yo, more live as you know, more, you know, because him have a plan. And I can tell you, he was the brightest star within that circle right there. So, and then take him out. Afterwards, yeah, they may somebody a reason about it. I may say, the person who's supposed to come make a change, who are not guilty of anything, who have never done anything, but he's no more. You know?
Yeah, me know what I'm way the way I talk about, man. I experience a lot of that in my lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
I
So,
tell you the truth.
yeah, go ahead.
You see, enough from the circles, as I say, when my dad grew up in the garrison, me exposed to a lot of the elements where garrison present as well. A lot of the things that we're not supposed to encounter with because illegal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Get what I say?
Yeah.
That's something we can go to prison for.
Mm-hmm.
We did exposed to the whole of that first hand right in my face, right down my foot.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I say?
Yeah.
And me did have to make the decision on myself whether I want to walk that road, even though at the road where they're in front of me, or I want to walk a different path. I'm going to tell you literally right now, all at home we grew up with another garrison of my age group where we used to par with, and them some of them can't count less than 6 people. That means that one and alone we can use and count.
Mm-hmm.
All are who surviving. And you know why them really surviving? Is because them themselves also they make the choice. But I have one of my bona fide nigga them with it. Him still there,
Mm-hmm.
still there, and him are the top man right now.
Yeah.
Him a whole a little med span, not be a activist in the garrison way, but him did half a day in the top part of activist, being an activist in the garrison way.
Yeah.
And the rest of the man them have to take out themselves. Them either migrate go different place in the island or they migrate down abroad. And it's less than 6 people alive in our little circles. I'm gonna tell you some circle is big.
Yeah.
Circle is big. So I tell you, so the garrison thing is one way or the other. Is either you're gonna deny it or you're gonna elevate out of it, away from it, and then you survive. So everybody have to make that choice for themselves. Without making that choice, them are going in a stagnant position where them always at the same place where you pass and see them, and then look like them and move forward. None at all.
Exactly. You know, say, when I came here to live, I met 2 youth who come from Clarendon, just like me. But we never know them until they come here. Or because me and one of them used to do the same work. Both of them, we used to do the same work. And we used to play cricket, football, and we do music.
Yeah.
So I was on the playfield one day when a little Rasta youth come to me and they say, yo, then I was like making song like every day. So even while I play cricket, I was DJ. They say, yo, you know someone DJ up, they say, you bad youth, never make no link up. And I think the following day I was playing cricket and the youth come play cricket too. And he Rasta youth said to me, yo, DJ this is bad, and we did a reason chap 2 song and I find out say, yo, I'm good. I find out we come from almost the same community. You know? So we link up. But then war kick off, and while me stay in my circle, and me stay to myself, he start to link with people. And me find out certain things, and I say to him, yo brother, you are going. You need to keep yourself to yourself. You know? This is not a community for you to come link up with people or if you get involved in a people thing. Whatever I want have nothing to do with you nor me. We don't come from here. So. You see me? But man feel to himself, so boy, him fi do what I do. And him and him brother, they're not there again. You see me?
Yeah,
A lot of youth me see. I mean, I can count over 40 in our little circle. So when me I tell you something, you know, Bridgie, I tell you, yeah, that's what I say. I mean, I want to spell out certain things certain way, you know?
That's a word. That's a word.
Yeah, but so I tell you, say, as you said, the choices what we make.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, if you don't make the choice, you will continue down that part because that community or those community is a cycle. It just come and it continue. It come from grandfather, come right down. You understand? So it's at the moment if they don't identify it and know say, yo, me need to do this. I just want to tell my little bridge in there. The man know exactly what he want, he know how he must go about it. And he never get a chance.
Well, I just saw the thing set up still. As me say, condolences for the youth Japort and your close friend and such. But you know, me have him plan where him put certain people in your way, in your life, if walk a path with you, and him use some people some of the time as an example. You might never know, say probably him use a man there as an example in a your life for you, see say things are out there that are against the normal way of you being good and still things can happen, but that means you must always be cautious then.
Yeah.
Get what I say?
Yeah.
So you're more mindset now to say, all right, you know, a man can be good and him still a walk go down the road and a thing happen to him. So what me I go do? When me I walk go down the road, me I open up my eye them now.
Exactly.
You get what I say? So if I even that the purpose alone, just make that happen to that man before. It make it happen so that you can be more aware.
Yeah.
Get what I say?
Yeah, but I tell you.
Yeah, man, them way there. Because I work mysterious, you know.
For real.
You get me? I say, you would have said, why make that little young man the way him are the most promising star around that circle him in? Probably like him go come elevate everybody out there because of the ambition when they have and the achievement they want to achieve.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, him probably open up some other people I have to say, no, that you would go and good now. Him want to be like,
yeah.
And people nothing probably that realize it until after him drop out because you don't know no star not get no crown in them town, you know. Or no era no alive, you know, era of dead for be a hero.
Yeah, tell
Get
you.
what I say?
Hero
Hero
of
of
dead
thing,
you know. We see him 3 weeks before that, and him tell me say each time he hears a youth who him and them go down and feel like him next. And I say, nah man, I say some of them man they mix up, you know. He must say about innocent people get caught up in it too, and him call a few names. I say, well, that's true. I say, well, that's true. I mean, I tell you, say, it's just one of them day there. Rough.
I just one of them thing, them man. I just more life you have to pray still, cause gone, you know what I mean? You mourn and grief and get over it and move on and uplift yourself same way. I say because a man that try to uplift himself drop out. You not try to uplift yourself because you don't want to drop out as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That the fate and for everybody. Some people are gonna persevere and uplift. Get what I say that one?
Yeah man, that's true man. A real talk.
Don't make it all of them.
Yeah man.
Go and hold up your head, go and raise the children in the way them should grow. So that when them old them don't depart from that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you not have to necessarily pre the teachings where you get from your parents, pre out of your own righteousness of mind. What is good from what is bad. Because some of the time we used to get some coffin as little youth, you know, we used to get coffin where never really qualified, you know. Never necessary, no time, you know.
As based on the joke, you know.
But them ones little, yeah.
My mother, she come from Spanish town one day and she bring one East Indian mango, you know. And me had the biggest one in the yard at the time because my sister them never did it. And she give me the mango for share. I think she take one side of the mango and give me the other side for share. So I cut off one side, give me other sister and them small sister now. I give her one of the edge. So you know, say one edge leave on the seed.
Yes, man.
And she start crying. So the see she want, you know. I'll finger herself in that dirt, you know, but look at last sister, you know. I'm gonna say to her, you're not getting it, you know. You try get up and brush off. And my mother said, give it to her. I said, mother, she not getting, you know. By the time I fix it, that was a big stone that me see her coming out. I started some size up the stone that's straight, and my sister back to carry it. But when they check the ratio, she even get a lick out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
All them they have you still.
Eh?
Big stone never for reach now the things that we have.
Yes.
Big
But
stone and
I tell you, they have to sleep in the kitchen tonight. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, man.
Because guess what? No, I can't to she and me make my sister
Sam,
Get
get
the lick.
yeah.
so massive.
Big stone never for in the thing. Them the licking they know abuse.
Yeah.
Get what I say?
And they are the
My
men are
parents-
talking. And they are talking about she said, forgive me, my son. Yeah, they understand.
Yeah. My
But
parents used to give me a good whopping, but
understand. Eh?
my parents used to give me a good whopping, but I would a normal belt
Yeah.
or a switch. You get what I say?
Yeah.
When me get bigger now, the switch get bigger and the belt get bigger.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Until me reach a point where them say, all right, I'm on the belt now, I got hurt him again, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So him supposed to know good from bad and no one. Them give me a different form of discipline.
Yeah.
Either me not go get no TV or me not go get no allowance or me not go get one shoes or me did some want or something. You get what I say?
Yeah. But Andre,
Belt now, you reach a big man stage now, belt now, you can call up a big man, say a big man with belt now. You know what I mean? Me 14, 15 years old, me a tall person, I look up in my people them face.
yeah.
So them now go use belt again to my thing. If me used to get $5 for lunch money now, them go give me $3 because them say you're a big man now. Find the rest of your lunch money. You get what I say?
Yeah. But I show you again, you know, say to each child their own, you know, because them the privilege they them punish you, then could punish me with that, you know, because I never have them privilege, you know.
Oh, Zane.
So take with TV, me there have TV, but anytime we watch TV, when we watch TV, like for Friday night, we used to go up our yard. Everybody that the community used to come to watch TV. One.
Yeah.
No, me look back and me want them people then they want to sleep.
Yeah, that would have been my yard now. Everybody come watch TV.
Yeah, man. So they couldn't take on the TV from me now take on all the rest. Because I mean, no one name so. That's the way.
Well, I never really know great privilege still, because we still didn't have the garrison now. We still did a poor people. You know what I mean? But we just try to do the best with what we have.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yeah, well, that's it. Go. I just the journey still.
At the journey, man. But everybody get a different walk in a different shows.
Yeah.
A man walk a mile in a film shows and you see the world from a different place. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's all, man.
So I'm not gonna judge your thing, say your thing could have did better or your thing did wrong or whatever. But you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
My thing is a different thing also put together where me could have still turn out corrupt same way.
Yeah.
Or turn out a different way same way. And it would affect my children just the same. But I'm glad how my thing turn out still, you know what I mean? I have no regrets for how me grow my kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I could have get them to love me some more.
Yeah.
And then if I could have possible because them love me, and I love them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
That's a lot of big man things, you know. Adjust the levels where you say each man have to know the levels where he want to reach.
Yes,
I just try for it because
right.
me could have choose any part. But the biggest thing about me have a conscience.
That's a good thing.
You see, if I do you something, when I'm not supposed to do you see when I reach home, like my conscience right. You see me? You see, it from a you wrong with me, I may feel justifying on myself. I will defend myself to the box. They feel justified. But if I'm wrong with you, my conscience dog allow it. Yeah. So me know I could choose certain things. I could do people certain things if they deserve it. You see me? So I always have to look and the way out. You know?
Are the mindset, you know, because I gotta tell you the truth. You might not even want to hear the truth, but are the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You see, if you make up your mindset, say you're gonna live a certain type of life,
Yeah.
you don't have the mindset where say you don't care about consequence or conscientious feelings or emotions after that.
Yeah.
Because if I doing wrong a your choice of life, you know. I just doing wrong, you can't be a doing wrong and have a good conscience. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You see? And that a mash up enough for the youth them nowadays. And then if because of education are just plain foolish. Because I see a lot of them are do some things where say them are crime door and them are go about it the wrong way. I don't want encourage kids to go about crime the right way. You get what I say? But when
Yeah.
I think about how them doing it, just say them foolish. So better them just leave crime alone and continue to good and live the right way. Because the foolishness of them are do only have put themselves in jeopardy. They have a shot in the lifetime.
But some of
Because
them know, you know.
them no know because if them didn't know when the time come when them are gonna die and them life are gonna cut short, them are big and a ball like baby.
But I tell you, some
When
of
them
them know.
realize that a foolishness them that don't know and a death reach them now. You see me? Some them now say kill me boy, kill me, kill me, kill me.
No.
Them a
Because
say
no man
please
no
beg
one
your
job out.
chance do. Them a ball like baby. So when them realize now it's too late because them done do a lifetime of crime and be things and when retribution reach back upon them now and for them time to face with them there are issue out. Them a ball and a go on like them and a gangster, them a go on like them a girl. Get me answer that one. So
Because the
so
hardest thing for them accept. Because guess what now? They have done so much of that.
yeah,
So you see when they steer them in the face, them know
yeah,
say yo, my time now, you know.
yeah. And them
And they
not
are
take
in a
it to that
position
smiling
where
face.
they can not even fight back.
Then they and them not take it to that smiling face. Them a ball and a beg.
Yeah, the
And them
ball
know
because you think they want you do to them what them do to other people.
that's why them not make up their mind the right way because if they did make up their mind the right way, you know, no beggings and no ballings to beg. Yeah, like smile and I say, do it after the forehead. You see me, I
Just
say,
one.
yeah, man, you have me now, so do what I do in a car. If you make me get to a boy a year time next, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I encourage that still, but just I show this, they think on a level where if you pray the real way, the youth them foolish if you pray go negativity, and then at the end of the day, them can't manage their own negativity when they turn back
Yeah,
on them.
man. Because some of them are just wanna be gangsters.
Wanna be, you know what I mean?
You
Them just
grow up.
want to impress the crowd, and them just
Yeah.
want to be led by what you call it now, the peer group where them inner and run with the flow, and not seeing the consequences. Them not seeing the conscientious part. I know say boy, I love this car. I could have my own a family. You know what I mean? I might turn back on me down the line and man not have no mercy upon me. You know what I mean? Them just a pray foolish. Get what I
You're not
say?
responsible for that part. Them
Yeah.
just want to say them are do what them are do and them are again what them again if them again anything what I or some of them is just a feeling or is a fear if say yo me do that, you know.
And no
Yeah,
fighter
man, a
come back from
gangster, you know. Yeah.
and no fighter come back from having bad parenting. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Parents
All
them
right.
let them go too much from too much of an early tender age.
Mm-hmm.
You have some parents out there where wicked to, you know, them sister them youth are bringing in some money where I know hard earn money. Get what I say?
Yeah.
And before them say, yo son, now where you get that money from? No one discourage you from do this that type of work you have to bring in that money, you know. So all the
Mm-hmm.
parents them greedy. They must say, yes, son, now where I say man I
Of
rate you.
course.
You get me?
Mm-hmm.
If police
Yeah.
come a yard come investigate them and say, no, my son not in a that and them know
Yeah.
say for them son in a that. Get what I say?
No, but
Them a protect him and a care for him and a encourage him same time.
some of them in it too.
Some of
The
them
son
in
can't
it
do it
too.
alone, you know. Them need backup. Them need
Yeah.
someone to do this aspect of it. Someone, you understand me?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
And
man.
I experienced me I tell you about you. I don't know, guess me I guess you.
Right,
So
that's right, man. Right, that's what
yeah,
I'm saying
man.
another
So
word.
it have to, as I may say, my
The
work.
downgrade of society, my brother, as downgrade of society as it is.
Nigga, so
You know
man,
what I mean?
me love the work we do, but at times it's tiring. Sometimes it's stressing when you have to. Sometimes you have one thing to do and you go and everything work, or you plan it to work, and in 4 hours you finish and you go home. You have time where I have to move. Sometimes me not see be hard for all 3 days. or me do reach home, me just go pick up something and touch out again. You know. But guess what? I know I'm working honestly for whatever I'm getting. So when me
Which is the
achieve,
right way.
it is the sweetest thing for me. You see me? Yeah. Me pass through a lot of circle where me see a lot of things happening. And people try to introduce you to stuff and me I say, yo, and I might think that. You see me? Me know say me now comfortable doing that. So it is what it is. But so some people just like things too easy. You know, or about to feel like saying to go put in shoulder to the wheel to achieve the ultimate goal.
Real thing that the one. Me hear your point and me agree with that point because there's no other joy in spending hard earned money.
Yeah, man.
You have a different feeling of accomplishment when you spend your hard earned money more than some money where it come easily, especially if um you never earn it honestly. Can't
Yeah,
spend that money and feel good.
exactly.
That's what I say. Me hear
Mm-hmm.
you make a point earlier on to where that point there is a point to me share the sentiments of where they say when the next general or the dep on the program ask
Mm-hmm.
about capital punishment.
Yeah.
I mean, they want to make an input, but I wasn't on the screen at that time.
See?
I hear you say if the person that did the wrong, especially like oh nowadays time of these digital cameras all over the place and we can get more proof of what is happening.
Yeah.
Like a man go in a place and do a robbery and kill people and him, everything the on video when you say positively him that
Him do it. Yeah.
touch him in the act no say boy yeah. You done with him now with courthouse. We can give him a hanging man.
Yeah, man, because you don't,
Him
don't,
that
don't doubt that. Him do it.
is when you have a reasonable doubt now for say boy we don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Get what I say?
Yeah.
You can get
Because
at them man
people.
some time. Or
Mm-hmm.
necessarily down the line we might see another man come up and we find out so that the man that do the crime for real.
Yeah.
Isn't
Mm-hmm.
it? But if you
Yeah.
have situations where the point is beyond proof, is within proof, sorry,
Yeah.
say yes, at this time I do it, what's I him confess.
Mm-hmm.
Like one court, me hear one news today where one court go on and the man confess, plead guilty to committing a crime where them kill two a couple, a elderly couple down at St. Thomas side there.
Mm-hmm.
I when that crime that they go on. But the court go on and him plead guilty. That means say yes, him guilty for the crime for sure. Him
Yeah,
can't
man.
get hang. Although probably him plea bargain or was to get less reduced time for saying plead guilty, but him can't get hang. Get what
Yeah,
I
man,
say?
get it. You forget it.
Yeah man.
Because that's something we not to agree, you know, the plea bargain there because I give a man less of time.
Him forget hang too man.
Alright. You see,
The
in our case, if a man or when them say no sin no bigger than none, but sin bigger than sin still. That is by point of view.
me say that every
So
day, man.
yeah.
Me say
So
that every day. Every
yeah,
man
man,
says
sin bigger
sin
than
spell
sin.
SIN. But me
Yeah,
feel
man,
say
sin bigger
levels
than
they
sin.
tweet.
You see?
Levels
So
did it.
yeah, if him not commit as much and you can get what I call it, the perpetrator, you know, or the mastermind by giving him a smaller giving this man a smaller sentence. Well, in that case, yeah, but when a man guilty of certain things, brother, if he bear penalty, man, because the thing is, you know, when we look on a lot of time, I remember buy one bull already, you know, and me eat it 3 times. But at the time I do security work, you know. I don't remember what was happening at the time. I think duty did cut or something, but we never had no money. I'm going to buy the bulla. I'm going to cut in a tree. Yeah, I did a song about it. You know? Eat peace in the morning and drink some water. Peace at lunchtime and drink some water. Peace in the evening.
Yeah.
You understand me? Because I know say me to have everything in the morning. A problem later. So, for a person like me now, remembering I was around everything while everybody were doing what they were doing, and I decided I'm going the straight way. Straight and narrow, as they would say. Why would you feel like, but I say in general, you know, if you want something, I can assist you, you know. But the choice must be mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to feel like, say, you're not deserving anything. Because you could have go do what me do too. You see me? So, yeah, man, who go through the thing, them, man, and if him come and achieve, man, if you live and enjoy him thing, man, if you share with who you feel, please to share it. You know, if you feel like, say, you can demand a man thing. I know better take them thing there for nobody still. But probably people don't have it in mind, but because the type of person who I am, they not really. But you can know when certain things, you can listen to certain talk. And while a man may am afraid to approach a certain way, when they have certain things in their thought, anything is possible. When a man have certain things in thought, anything is possible. They will try anything at any time.
Get where you say, man. But
yeah, man.
As we say about the capital punishment, if, as you say, the circumstance was depending on the factual proofs that the person did the crime that was accused of them, and the punishment,
so the person
accountable
fit the crime.
That's them crime there. I agree with it, and me feel say in more that circumstances it would have reduced that particular type of crime, because when a man say that are the crime now, that are the punishment that crime, them think twice about doing it. Get what I say? Because I remember me tell you say, have even the man who say I'm a madman, you know, I walk in the streets half naked and dirty, you know. Him look when him across the road, you know.
Of course.
Seemingly some of them do like them and walk out in a car and car have to stop. But me tell you say, me have experience already when I see madman in the road, I walk out like them body in a car, and when I put my foot to the pedal and them see that man are serious. You see them take what themselves out of the road.
Because style and
yeah, so then older man are mad then and I take with himself. You get what I say? One consciousness in your mind, I tell him say, yo, that brother is serious. Me want me take myself out of the road. Me no want dead. So even though me I go on like I some want do all the while, I walk out in a car. Yeah. Then also that the car then I go bounce them hot man, because it a come slow speed.
Yeah.
So them can walk out like them bad. Man I go stop and I say, man, come out of the road. When them see my car I come now, them say no, sir.
You know, so as me say that, I remember, I think it was 96. I was in Maypen.
Yeah.
Right at Guinea Tree. This man was driving a beamer and this bicycle man claims say, me never see the man lick him, but he claims the man lick his bicycle. And the beamer man said, me not see that and me not feel it, but yo, I lick you, sorry. Man say, sorry, and then jump off my bicycle, you know. And open the man car door, you know. So they open the man car door and him see the shine something in the man lap. He say, you did say sorry, no? All right, don't worry yourself. I say sorry, everything good. You know?
Excuse himself.
So you never hear say mother say sorry all along.
You know mad again.
I know mad man, a bad man.
No bad man, you know, outrage again. Outrageous him get outrageous now, you know.
Yeah, man. You say, and to be honest, I was right there and me not say the man not touch the car, but me not see it. Me not see the car touch the bicycle. You know. And the man say him not see it and him not feel it either, but he say, yo, I want, sorry boss. So apparently I don't know what he wanted to do, but he opened the man car door, man. Whatever you have in
No.
mind when you see where you never expect to see that. Back up.
Mm,
You say this is sorry, man. Necessary everything go, yeah, man.
everything good.
Yeah.
Know them way them man. Know them
Yeah,
way them
man.
man.
Hmm.
Know them way the brother one.
Yeah. It's rough though. It's rough. It's a rough world we're living in though. Rough.
But me not think with the topic ahead again. Government need to weigh the situation
Mm-hmm.
more before making a decisive decision, a conclusion to say yes.
Mm-hmm.
Them are gonna start have intervene in a people's families home
Yeah.
to say them are gonna do this in case shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because you my feel say now. You see every little thing America run with
We take up it.
Jamaica, they back it have to take up the button and run with it the same way
Mm-hmm.
again like it's a relay.
Yeah.
So as so you see if America sneeze, we catch the cold.
Exactly.
Get them and through
Yeah.
that law they implement to America already.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a few cases out here now where children are indeed being abused.
Abuse. Yeah.
Them fees you know to run with the same button again. But
Mm-hmm.
as I said before, I think that it is a lesser
Mm-hmm.
populace, the population, the lesser amount are being abused.
Yeah, that's a
So
fact.
why now you want to scrutinize the greater majority now because of the lesser being abused?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's not fair. And
That's
it's
not
not
fair.
about saying fair because it's not like we are defending, say, kids forget lick. We just say
You should have the
some
right to do
child,
what you want to do.
yeah, to groove your child because you know your child.
It is hard
And,
enough, you know.
you know?
It is hard enough to try to grow them
Mm-hmm.
with discipline in a today's society, much
Yeah.
less with you cannot instill
Mm-hmm.
certain discipline, none at all.
Yeah.
Like in America, parents are get sent to prison by the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Parents are being taken away from the kids. The kids are being placed in other homes which is suitable to them because them no want them parents talk to them too hard or them no
Mm-hmm.
want them parents lick them or abuse them or nothing.
Yeah.
You get what I say?
Yeah.
It is unfair to the parents to go through the strife for them have to go through.
That's a man.
You know what I mean? And it is requested by law that you have to play your role as a parent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I say?
Yeah.
And people neglect to do so, you know, people have them kids and avoid them, take
Yeah.
with themselves and left the responsibility for other people.
For other people,
And the other
really.
people take it up on them head now and still have it hard to guide these kids through
Mm-hmm.
life. And then police now gonna come tell you, say, you can't do this and you can't do that. Some of
Yeah.
them something in the real that one.
But you know, when what the same thing when from the beginning when me I say, you know, kids, if you don't curve picnic, okay, if you
Familiar.
notice, the look with a baby is aggressive, you know.
Yes, man.
When they try to slap you, they try to slap you in your face mostly, you know.
Yes, man.
So it's natural. So it have to be the parents now who are gonna try curve this child, make the child know something. This is not acceptable.
Yes,
Don't do
man.
that.
Yes, man.
Understand
The
me?
first the first time I hold a child in my hand, you know, whenever did I get him away and him a crap after my face, crap out my eye and show me say him no like how me I stop him from get fame away, you know. I give him a good little slap right away, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
And him have to,
because
him have to
and that is
behave
not
himself in a
abuse.
man.
I bet you're getting attention. That is not abuse.
He behave himself same time.
Yeah.
That the one.
Mm.
Behave himself same time. The parent, I think it was one of my family members' child, you know. And the
Mm.
parent immediately at the moment did not like that response that I responded.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it worked out to be the best action
Mm.
that I took when the parent analyzed it and say, Jaja, you know, so the child not do that again do from them time there. Get
Very
what
sure,
I
sir.
say?
Yeah.
And I never lick him like more and kill him like me broke off him back or him hand off his limb now for a couple days well. I just want like a touch.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I say?
Yeah. All right. My big son. Me also remember my grandmother, grandmother, which is my mother, come down and stay with him a while. I did run a restaurant and need help. So she come stay with him. And whenever she iron, him always run for the iron, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And she keep on saying, it's hot. And him no business. She hold him on one day and put it close to it.
Make him feel the
When he
heat.
feel eating, jog away and from that day, don't
fall on it again.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because, and that is not abuse. Your child
make
you know say
my own
hot.
child.
You understand?
Something do it with my own child for me them understand the levels of heat when I talk about and the danger of it.
Mm-hmm.
Do that with my own child. I never burn them for make them get scalded or have a mark on them life. You understand?
You make them feel say hot.
Make them feel say I don't know nothing to play with.
Mm-hmm.
And them grow with the respect to the iron and not say iron a killer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, man.
Because regardless of how secure we want to say we home secure or we try to do things the right way, you will have the iron and the iron board there, you may have to move, you know. For whatever reason, and we go pull it down, you know.
Them gotta go fast with it to deliberately fast with it and burn up themselves.
Yeah.
I mean.
And then you say you're neglectful, but what now? You may be in the room, in that room, doing your thing, and you out here, so in the living area, I might have you
far away
in here because that's something state.
We can't fast, man.
Yeah, man.
We can't fast them, can't get themselves involved in what them not involved in.
Mm-hmm. So enough time I see the people them on TV talking about this, that. Enough of them know they don't know nothing, man. Because theory and practical is two different something, you know.
Exactly.
I remember, you know, the very first time while I was with a company, me used to like help person to drape tent. Like we do stuff. So we basically know the theory. The very first time I went out to do one by myself, it was me alone. It took me a whole night, maybe the entire night. I'd be tired. I remember when I was banding the thing, the lady come and she said, "Wow, I love the way you band it, you hide the staple." But when I reach down to the other part and try to stretch it to reach down here, I have to go back up there and pull out all of the staple them and do it the other way with the staple show for it to work. See, so me know say theory and practical are two different something. What is in the what in a book? Yeah, what in a book and doing it out there is two different things.
And guess what the good thing about it now, even though it happened at the early stage of you learning that trade and process, it helps as a part of experience. I bet you never make it happen again.
You understand?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
But if she did allow you to do it and leave it like that, you'd have continuously do it wrong.
Yeah.
But I saw the thing in growing up a child stay the same way. You correct them from early stages and them go the right way in which them should have continued to do that righteousness. You get what I say?
You know, so me used to talk to this young lady where she had a son. And she wanted me to say our son never see her with no male from his father come out of the picture. So make plans a lot of time and never work out because me say yo me now move certain hours because of your situation. I better come period. That's happy.
Right, man.
And I remember when this guy said, we'll do this thing this way. And when the little boy come in the morning to me, he said, "Good morning." And she said like she was surprised because, you know. Anyway, I remember when I left and my call, when we reach home, I had a call. The little boy said, "Mommy, that's my father." And my mom said, "You know my father?" I said, "Yes, but I want him to be my father." Like the little boy feel me energy from him coming up.
Quick and fast.
Yes, and then, but she spoiled him. Like him have his own way, like him the boss.
From long time.
Yeah. So I remember I planned to take him to beach one day. And then I don't remember what she did, but she did something that threw me off. I said, "You know what? Cancel. I'm gonna just leave, go on my yard." When me leave, the little boy call and say, me not about camera beach. I say one next day. So I say if you can come over my house, I say sure. And then come and me keep him for 2 weeks. You see, me keep him for 2 weeks, say about school, pick him up and stuff like that. You know say when I tell the man to wash him socks, him rag, him bag, clean him shoes, I'll be a crime cry.
Yeah. I never get them the chore before.
No. At the end of the 2 weeks, when the mother come for him, we run go up and mommy, I can wash my bag and I can clean my shoes. The little boy was so excited. So what you look on? Mommy did a whole long little boy.
Long time.
Yeah, and even when me and mommy left, the little boy used to still come look for me. Holiday more come up on my house just to see him.
I do real weird, cause even in my growing up, as I tell you, my parents them do a lot of good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Even though them do some things on me thought of them parenting.
Yeah.
When I grew up, certain things are my natural chore I'm supposed to do, my responsibility when I'm supposed to do by weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You get them? I say weekend,
Yeah.
you forget your clothes, your socks, your shoes, clean up them there.
Of
So
course.
that by Monday you can step out clean.
Of
You get
course.
them? I say nobody have to do that for me. Make that grow in a me. So when time my parents not for bother tell me again when they reach certain age group, you know, them sister this I'm gonna have that luck that I'm gonna move to that. And when me reach another stage of life now, I get another responsibility. So that when me become a big man in another one.
Yeah.
If me not have woman in my presence to do certain things, household way,
of course.
you can't help myself.
Mm-hmm.
I only can admittedly talk over the year now, so me not really know chef of such.
Yeah.
And it's because me always have somebody amongst me I do the cooking.
Yeah.
So you know, so when you practice a thing, you become perfect at it. So nobody don't practice to cook.
Yeah.
Get the but anything else household wise.
Yeah.
I put my mind to make and deal with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, that's what I said,
man. Them don't know about washing them clothes, them don't know about cleaning house, them don't know about them something there. Mm-hmm. But I know every youth still, you see me? Yeah. As me say, me feel the majority of the good we know about it, and minority of the bad we don't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, I remember when I used to talk to this girl whenever she come on me out. Remember the first time she come there, it's like she want to go back because she said, woman live at the house. I mean, that's what we are talking about. She has said the way how my bathroom smell fresh. And the way that have a red floor, me have enough. Floor, but the worst, you know, if me know say you come check me all from a day before, you can't surprise me. They always keep the place clean, but if me know you come, it have got extra spark. You understand me? Yeah, man. So the place ever like that, and the one can viz say, woman live at the house. Yeah, man. So you have to know it.
Woman, they want top till lie.
Eh?
Half woman, they top till lie.
No, man, no, man, no, man. No, you remember when I grew up, you know, this lady used to pass. And when that time I used genie floor polish. When I polish the place, I'm going up on my knee and brush it with the coconut brush, you know. You know, the coconut thing there, the dry coconut, the one we call brush. The one that have in the coconut in there. The cut that I use to polish shine the floor. The lady used to say,
yeah, man.
Somebody like more my daughter for go and get, you know. Because your place ever clean. Mom, I tell you, and then I wear Yabadeen go school. A school, me I go tell about you. A Yabadeen, you know, them want it easy to burn. And then I put the iron on the coal or on the fire. And if you do the iron there, but that's about the selfie time, you know, that's about the one that come before selfie time. So you know, so you have to have that when it's hot, you take it out and wipe it, and you have to test it before you put it on the Gabardine, because that whole Gabardine is better, right?
Burn up.
Yeah, man. And when I see my pants, man, I go to school, man, that's what I say, man. They feel that mama press that, but they tell me not live with mommy. So you don't have to do it.
I hate mom.
Yeah, man, my experience made me a better person. Growing up in the garden, not growing up in the garden, because I really go to the garden, so I'm 19, so living in the garden, make me firm. But it's firm a long time, it make you tough, it make you alert, you know?
Yeah, man, it's a recruitment itself, like like a JDF camp there.
Yeah.
You become a soldier somewhat.
You know, some man.
Yeah, man.
But grew up in the country, show me love because me used to eat at my neighbor yard, my neighbor eat at my yard, you know. No matter what you cook, you give me some of your own, me I give some of mine.
Yeah.
So it's like the thing balance. But most of the youth them who miss you don't have that balance there. But
And I
today,
love that.
yeah, the last time I go carrying and me and the youth my talk, and one of my bridging and him show him daughter them. Say, yo, at this man me name X me I was tell him about. I say, you name me? Say, yeah, because guess what now? We ever cook, no matter what we have, we always a cook it. Sometimes it's a little, but the love what we have from cooking pot together, we go play
Share the
football
food
together.
and it go on.
You know, it's like say if we are go school, all we are go be there in the morning. At that thing there, when we are come for lunch, because then time we not get no money, you have to come down for lunch. Sometimes some of we don't have no lunch, but the whole of we are come down just the same. You understand? That thing there,
Yes.
that thing they're missing from today, it is not around anymore. Isn't it? A very few kids may grow up that way art. The community where me living in now, your neighbors them all they call to you are probably two house on either side. Whenever pass they will call to you, but the majority of the people in the community, them will limit straight and never pass. Isn't it? Because it's like this community now. Alright, last Andre.
No man, in there.
There I said we man.
Okay.
But the phone there I get at it, that device there I get at that one, so I have to come off it.
Ow.
That me want it to damage
Miss
cause the device there a work device.
Yeah. Of course I have short listeners, so they can't get the rest of them and thing. What
Oh
I
yeah
love
man.
this community we in now is not like that's why you see even in the garrisons, the garrison kind of have a love too, It's not all bad, You have that togetherness there, where in a certain residential area you don't have it. Because like everybody mind their own business. About not too busy with you. If a man see a light over your yard about for 2 days straight, you not even check to see why your light out. Though in the garrison, the people I say, but or DJ light on 2 days past straight. When we go check on him. You see me? So
Yeah man, see levels.
it's not all bad, but I just saw it go. It is what it is. When a little thing kick off where should happen, and you say that the people them try to fix it, and make it get out and then it just trickle down from generation to generation. So I just say go. But whole heap of love
Alright,
and
me know
respect,
say a
Yeah, go
word
ahead.
man. Me still have a thing where me not put the garrison still sometimes people make out the garrison to be the most negative. Say a lot of good come from the garrison because according to how you live within the garrison and the society where you're in,
Yeah.
there is fellowship with the people,
Mm-hmm.
or what would I call it now? There is a togetherness with the people because you see, if you live good with the people one way, me not talk about what can give you money. And if you them check you have money for give them man ray, stuff like that. But just a respectful togetherness can do that.
Yeah.
That means if a thing out far down the road to the ratings of where you live, a man can say that the one don't go down the so car trouble there.
Yeah.
So me I say and you can take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? I say instead of
Yeah, man, that's
because
a
through
fact.
you live bad away with the people them know.
Mm-hmm.
Man know say trouble down there for you and him see and him
I'm not
walk
telling.
past you and say me that one.
Yeah.
You get me? I say
Yeah, man. And that may I tell you, that togetherness there, it is there. As well, may
it
I
is
tell you,
there, man.
you see, when me
But
over there and say, me I
but
keep a birthday party for my daughter. You that thing says a store love thing, me I keep. You understand me?
yeah,
The people that will come around and will rally around and they will make you feel lovely.
support.
Yeah.
Support I got
and
there.
when you look at it, when you look at it, even though probably someone who come support you are involved too. Not probably. They are. But 90% of the time still, it's just a few person would have really cause certain problem. And while a man
Trouble I
probably
got there
don't
some more
violate
time.
you.
Alright.
Yeah.
I go give you one little saga.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little ends where I did. It's a place where I grew up at Kingston City.
Mm-hmm.
My same avenue where I grew up on and everything. I have a place there now because my four parents send down them property
Yeah.
to the next generation and it till reach for me now.
Yeah.
So being that I'm in the country now and I get a position like this, I say alright, it can be a means of income. So I give it a renovation and I use it as rent income. You get what I say?
Yeah.
Having it as rent income now, say the garrison where a be a gang war and thing did a go on and through gang war a go on now, man all a fight for leadership of becoming the Dan in the area to say him want be the
Yeah.
leader for the man them wrestle. And it cause a war within that little community by itself because this a man who want be the Dan him have him followers, that the man who
Yeah.
want be the Dan have him followers and so forth. So within the own little circles, some rivalry are going. Plus, remember
Yeah.
said the other community outside now have rivalry against this same community against Sedway.
So the
So
community
for a
weak.
little while, a little chaos was there. That's even when we rent the place, we can't get it rent, we can't get a steady tenant because of the violence. You
Uh-huh.
see me?
Yeah.
But being how me used to live in the garrison before me separate myself from there, the influence me used to have in the streets, when me come out now and see say, be a foolishness I go on and me I say to man and man say, yo, me want link who response over this and who response over the side and I come want give them attack. And
Yeah.
people me know still, come grow
Yeah.
up with them, you know what I mean? But through man there on different elevation or man all position over this and man all position over this. But me know say if me did this still, if I'm not dead, me would have a position too to all the thing did set.
Yeah.
You get what I say?
Yeah.
When me come and me put my position on the table and say, that the one. I want to chat to the man then because I want my thing when me a set up on my yard for me get a income. I don't want a man have this sort of violate. And my
Yeah.
thing can't bring in the income because people are get scared and I say them not stay there so. And ray. And when me make two talk that the one man I go say, okay boss, me see your vibes are true. Alright, no man
Yeah.
no go over the sort of violate the damn thing. Get what me I say?
Yeah. It
Me I
does a
tell you
man.
say it reach a point when I time one little umbre now where him grew up after the time when me live there. Get what me I say?
Yeah.
Him a younger generation, so him grew up in the badness now, I go foreign and get deep and say, no I run off a little turf. A familiar place, man, I was as turf, that the one.
Yeah.
And I cause be intimidation upon the people and what they and them can't stay in peace.
Yeah. I can't stay. Yeah.
And me I tell you say, I just work up a thing and by less than no time him did I try prove self, him get wiped out of the situation. Thing calm
That's
down
right.
back again.
Mm-hmm. After
No
a
man never
while,
have to move to man.
yeah.
Him eliminate him own self
After a
because of the
while,
foolishness me I tell about.
mm-hmm. After a while, things rise up again. We know that thing they go. We know because
Yeah, man.
we are always living. Everybody has say you have to control the place and in which we have like by one time when things it's slow for me. And I say, boy,
Yeah.
I know there's something you want, but I have this, so I don't have no way. So everybody say,
Yes.
yeah, man, you're very rare. But when I analyze the situation, I say, say, I don't want a whole no evidence there so because of how many done. All right, to be honest with you, my big son mother is like, she did get the place when me stay so on forward, left country and come down. I'm come here and say, you know, so I don't like that place, but don't know some man you do if you do, cause things have to work, you know. So I remember around 40 man gang me up all the time, man. Me a young youth, 19. And them say me walk like a bad and be a stranger and whatever. Mm. And at the time I decide say, yo, anything, so I take them on. You know? If it was now,
Yeah.
I would go through all of that. I would go through all of that, I swear. But then I feel like I have the right to live wherever I choose, you know, because the earth
Yeah.
is for everyone. That's how I look at life then. So because of
When
that
you
thing,
when
then
you're
I
young,
kind of
when you're young,
gain,
you don't know the danger, man.
yeah, man. So I kind of gain a level of respect from then. And then when they come and do music again, the thing kind of seal up, and then we
Step
used
up.
to run a little shopper behind after a while. So you know the thing kind of set, your thing kind of. But at the same time, analyze the situation and know, say, yo, you know, say, I make it thing work while I'm here. But I'm not really a man of the garrison like that still. So my focus was elsewhere, you know. And
Know
it
them
is
with
the
them
right
on the
move.
same side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Know them
man.
with them in
So,
general.
mm-hmm. If you have anything else to say, you can say it. But if not, you know, when you finish, I will be calling it a night, you know.
I say a word, man. Give thanks for the live, man. It's nice to be here and can represent on the live. You know, Miss Brown representing same way.
You got some man. Respect our manners, man. And thanks for coming, man. I miss me big up yourself and Joel if you're sleep and dreaming, you know how it
Yeah, man,
goes.
blessings, one love.
Yeah, man. So, all of our blessings, man. And, you know, stay safe. See it? God bless.
All right, my
All right.
boss. Till next time.
All right. Bless, respect. Yeah.
This one.